Let me tell a tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by selfish men. A tale of glory rent asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on. There we go, that's better. Hello everybody, I am Pixel, and we are Ages of Ainur, and welcome to the very fantabulous 10th episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. How's everybody doing out there today? How is it going? Well, as usual, my name is Pixel, and I will be your GM this evening, and we are Ages of Ainur. So, as always, we're going to get into the game here in just a few moments, but before we do, we're going to go over our usual housekeeping things. So first things first, folks in chat, please try to remember when we're moving on to map screens and things like that, that you are seeing the DM perspective. So you're seeing what's on the DM screen side of things. So you may see things that the players don't see if they're hanging out in chat, so please try not to spoil anything for them. If there's like monsters in the next room or whatever, secret doors, shit like that. Secondly, please try to remember that D&D is a complex game with lots of rules, and we are also improvising a story together as a group in real time. So we may, change rules, forget rules, change the adventure, do all kind of things. So if you know a ruling or something like that, if we have a question about it, feel free to drop it in chat. But for the most part, we are probably going to not go back and pick things up, if the moment has passed. Thirdly, as always, we want to keep this space as open and welcoming a place as possible, as we can on the internet. So we try to keep that internet toxicity to a minimum. So we aren't going to be putting up with anyone being abusive, whether that's to other viewers, to players on stream, regarding character choices, knowledge of the game rules, etc., identities they may have or be, involved in the game or anything like that. You've never run a problem here before, but we always want to be upfront with what we try to do here. We also wanted to say, you may notice that we are a little short today. Today is Skull's birthday, so if you've been hanging out with us, please say happy birthday to him in the chat. He may be hanging out with us a little bit here today, but he is also going to be at his birthday party, so he'll try to drop in, but wish him a big happy birthday. From all of us to him. So he had to miss today, but that's fine. We will carry on nevertheless. And then a final reminder, we do release the show on YouTube and as a podcast after each episode during the following week. So if you miss an episode or you miss part of this episode tonight, you can catch it later when it goes up on YouTube or as a podcast. Excuse me. And then, as usual, last thing before we get started, I would like us to go and introduce ourselves one more time, just in case anybody has hopped in for the first time on this particular episode. And so, Cass, if you'd introduce yourselves, let's start with Jacob.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jacob. I play Cassius Anweir, the team Bard and Changeling. College of Lore. I don't got anything to plug. I'm just happy to be here. And thank you for joining us.
Excellent. And Redbeard.
Hello, my name is Redbeard the Pink. I'm the Wizard of the East, or at least that's who I play on the internet. In this game, I am playing Redbeard the Grey. He is a human rogue who is very much a human rogue. I am ready to rock and roll, and I look forward to the game this evening.
Excellent. And Trish.
Hi, my name is Trish, and I'm playing Mel. I am actually a young male stripling type changeling who has been masquerading as a female 40 plus years of age sorcerer. The sorcerer is real. The human female changes without notice. Looking forward to playing tonight.
Excellent. Beast.
Hey y'all, I'm Beast. I play Bill, the wild barbarian mobster, and I'm excited to see what hijinks we get up to today.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley Comet. I have a TikTok, and I am playing Beatrice, the beekeeper ranger. and excited for the episode.
Excellent. And of course, my name is Pixel. I'll be your GM. I also am a Facebook gaming streamer. You can find me at facebook.com/hammerandpixel, where I play video games and talk about capitalism and literary analysis and crap. Also, Skullkiller998, who cannot be with us today because it's his birthday. You can find him on facebook.com/Skullkiller998. He does Facebook gaming streams, usually pretty late at night, but he's been, I think, played Persona and some Resident Evil, so check him out as well. And then, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, when last we left our heroes, they were looking into the explosion outside Trollskull Manor and split up throughout Waterdeep. Cass and Arlo followed up with the Temple of Gond, whose automatons in the Day of Wonders parade each fall seemed similar to the puppet creature that supposedly threw the fireball bead. Cass disguised himself as Eustace Daggett and met with the priest Valletta, who introduced him to Nim the Nimblewright inventor. Nim apparently was a lonely wooden puppet man created from magic and wood, and was lonely and had a penchant for trying to make friends, literally, and attempted to make another automaton, but the creature was horrified by its own existence and fled into Waterdeep about a month ago. Valletta and the other priests took away Nim's tools as punishment for his foray into creating sentient life, but when Valletta had gone to retrieve the other priest, Nim gave Cass a strange invention that was later revealed to be something of a Nimblewright detector. Beatrice and Red took the morning to transform Beppis' honey stand into a honey-themed outdoor cafe in the hopes of overhearing rumors about the explosion. Rumors were a bit scarce, but who should stop by but Rainier Neverember? After some light flirting about the cafe, Rainier revealed that the deep gnome killed on their doorstep was one of his father's spies, rumored to be in possession of the Stone of Golorr, an artifact supposedly tied to the location of a treasure hoard worth of 500,000 gold dragons. For those of you at home, that's something like $50 million. He said that the gnome Dalakar was on the run from the Zentarum and the Xanathar's Guild and may have been approaching Trollskull Manor to enlist the aid of the heroes who had saved him a month prior. Redbeard ran through his usual search methods and learned the manor house that he had tracked at least one person of interest from the blast to was Gralhund Villa, home to some skeeving Waterdavian nobles who had angled to get Lady Gralhund onto the masked lords of Waterdeep and failed some time ago. Mel kept an ear out at the yawning portal to overhear well-known Zentarum operative Davil Zentarum operative Davil Starsong inform a motley crew of adventurers that Erstal Floxen, apparently a member of the rival group of Zentarum active in Waterdeep, was involved in the explosion and seemed to be making a play for an artifact you could assume to be the Stone of Golorr, which would give them enough wealth to wipe Davil's operations off the map. Arlo and Bill took to gambling and learned the location of the victims' bodies and won a little gold in the process. The crew investigated the contents of the gnome's sack of jewels that Mel had stolen, determined it did not contain the Stone of Golorr nor anything else magical, and then executed a group scheme at the Hospice of St. Lopson. Beatrice stung herself with her own bees to seek medical attention. Red cased the joint to make sure Barnabas Blastwind and Saith Cromley weren't there, and then Cass and Mel transformed into Barnabas and Saith, disguised their clothes, and went to question the dead gnome with the help of a very polite priest woman that they tricked. They learned that the gnome was not a Zentarum, did not know the names of his killer, was on the run from the Zentarum and the Xanathar's Guild, did not have any allies in the city he could rely on, and that he did have the stone when he died. So, as the spell the Half Moon Cleric cast expired, that is where we left off. So you see she is releasing the tension of maintaining the spell. Mel and Cass, you are in the room with the dead gnome. What would you like to do?
We need to get out of here.
Well, thank you for your help.
We appreciate all of your assistance. We have to go. We have some notes that must be taken.
Yeah.
Certainly, I wouldn't want you to put the investigation on hold. I hope the information was helpful. She sort of is like breathing heavily from the exertion of maintaining the spell.
Yeah, it's a ticket. Let's go.
And Cass under disguise as Barnabas Blastwind, walks out.
Okay.
Mel follows quickly, head ducked
Okay.
a little bit.
Alrighty, you guys exit. Let's see. Redbeard, I believe you're in the lobby, and Beatrice, you are back being examined for your bee sting.
Oh, the pain. Oh.
Oh dear, young lady, are you going to be all right?
I think I'll make it.
You young lasses have such weak constitutions.
Yeah, we certainly do.
Well, don't you worry, sweetheart. We'll get you fixed right up.
Okay.
And
Inappropriate and uncomfortable.
he casts I don't know if you have access to these spells. I don't know if you know them. Make an Arcana check for me there, Beatrice.
E. Find the thing. Do the thing.
Bill, do you have chat inspiration? Someone's asking.
Nice. I do. I have both chat and DM inspirations.
Excellent. Okay, so with the 22, you recognize he casts Lesser Restoration on you for the poison of the bee stings and Cure Wounds on you, granting you, let's see, up to 6 HP back.
Which I think I lost 5 doing that.
Yeah, so you're back up to full. And so he bandages up the spot, casts the spells, and says, "Well, that'll do it. Just watch out for those bees, miss."
Of course. I shan't let them do it again.
Oh yeah, you're talking different there. Maybe it's the spell or the poison. Maybe you should sit back down as it's swelling your brain.
No, I'm fine.
All right, if you say so. And he sort of leads you back up to the front. And so yeah, Redbeard, you see the wizened cleric who had taken Beatrice back return her to the front lobby as Cass and Mel, in the form of Barnabas and Saith, are also making their way out.
Thank you, kind sir. We owe you a great debt.
Oh no, it's free. This is a charity, son.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll be on our way.
Fair enough.
And then he kind of gathers Beatrice and they exit the building through the front door.
Okay. Alrighty, so Bill and Arlo, who was there, see you guys exit. Arlo, as he's looking around this part of town, notices across the way there are some thuggish-looking types who seem to have caught his eye, and so he leans into Bill and says, "Listen, I scammed those guys a few days ago. I think they've tracked me down. I better go." And he sort of takes off through the streets, and they take off after him, and the rest of you show up and meet Bill shortly thereafter.
Where's Arlo?
I don't know. I think he owes someone money or something.
Let's get out of here and let's do it quick. If we run into those people, it's going to be horrible. I'm really nervous.
They didn't look like much. That's why I let him go after him.
No, us. I don't want to see the people that look like us.
Oh, all right.
We're talking to an alley and do the thing.
All right, yeah. What do you guys do?
We best be on our way.
Let's get back to the manor.
Yeah.
I think we all. Cass is down to just head to Trollskull.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys
Mel
head back
wants-
to Trollskull. Go ahead.
Mel wants to change back into Mel as soon as possible. So she is definitely going to look. He is going to look for a dark corner, slip in, try to rearrange his clothes, take his cloak off, and turn it back into a skirt, and turn back into Mel,
Okay.
the lady.
Fair enough.
Mel.
Cass digs into his wide inventory of people that he's seen that have totally obscure faces and just kind of shifts into them, dipping through an alleyway.
Are you saying that Mel turns back into a female?
Female.
Mel.
Hey. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. So you guys head back to Trollskull, and yeah, I mean, it's uneventful. You guys make your way through the busy city streets. I think it's pretty early in the day at this point. No, it would be headed on towards evening now because you guys spent most of the day roaming around and looking across the city. So we'll say that like the sun is about to set as you guys arrive at Trollskull Manor.
Oh, you guys, I did a thing with the bee cafe, and I think we could totally do that with Trollskull whenever we're done with whatever this is. The explosion.
You mean an active murder investigation?
Yeah, fuddling that up.
Sure. When that's over, we'll work on maintaining a legal above board business.
The feng shui really needs a little bit of tuning up.
Yeah, as you guys stand in the entryway of Trollskull Manor, and it's in full-on remodeling mode. There are like some of the floorboards have been pulled up to be replaced. There's like a sheet over the bar.
Not the floorboards.
Yeah. It's you know.
Honestly, though, guys, like this little pop-up cafe thing we did, aside from gathering some crucial information about our situation, she also managed to make a pretty decent amount of coin. I think if we put the same concept in like an actual building over here amongst all these rich folk, I think it could really take off.
Bank. Plus, it could be a front for the thing that you guys want to do.
Well,
You mean start a legal business?
Right.
I'm not that crazy about working at the yawning portal. I mean, it's really hard, and Durnan frowns at me all the time. So if we got something going here, maybe that's what I could do.
And we cut really quickly to Durnan at the yawning portal. Achoo! And he sneezes, and then we cut back to the folks at Trollskull.
Cat wrinkles his nose.
That was nerve-wracking to me. I couldn't do the accent. Cass, does it ever get easier? You just have to practice a lot?
After a while, your vocal cords kind of shift with them once you kind of get a good track on their voice. It takes a little bit of practice, though.
Yeah, I'll practice.
I'll show you later.
Tell them what we learned. We learned some stuff. We learned some really important stuff, guys.
Yeah.
I gotta go check.
Oh, go ahead.
I need to go check on Fluffy, but I'll do it in a minute.
Yeah. The gnome had the Stone of Golorr when he died, which means someone who was at the scene snatched it from him after he was dead. He didn't know who killed him. He doesn't have any allies in the city, and he was working for Rainier's father.
How do we know the stone isn't still on him?
We checked his pocket. I mean, Mel checked his pockets pretty thoroughly when she got the bag.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Mel, you rolled. I don't remember what the exact one was, but you rolled pretty well on that investigation check on him. You're pretty certain there wasn't anything else.
Well, don't you think that's how that guy got burned,
Spirit
Red, the Gray that you were following, was going after the Stone of Golorr?
So there are two figures that I managed to track across town that I think I've pieced together. It's two different people. One of them is one of these puppet people like Nim. It sounds like it's probably the other one that Nim constructed. And there was a human though that was wounded that had been burned. And if I had to guess, I'd say that is our stone carrier.
Yeah, because the puppet thing was on the roof.
The puppet thing was the bomber. He threw the fireball and then fled across the rooftops.
And the guy you said was on the ground, right? And just
it seemed that way.
Based on when we heard the explosion and when we went to look out, I don't think even a puppet would have even been able to throw a bomb, get down from the roof, grab the thing he wanted, and then climb back up to the roof by the time we had the time to get to the window. So whoever was on the ground was probably who got it, unless there was somebody else.
And they dragged themselves half burnt over to that manor house. So I think we owe them a visit.
I also learned some more about the people that live there. I wasn't able to make any definite ties to the Zents or the Xanathar's Guild that I know of, but I know that the woman that lives there is a bit of a political malcontent because she was trying to get onto the mass council and it did not work. And so they kind of have a chip on their shoulder about that. So I don't know if they're throwing in with these crime lords to try to like find another way to gain some control over the city, or what's going on there exactly. But yeah, it's a very interesting set of circumstances surrounding this manor house and the people that come and go from there.
Well, gee, Cass, it sounds like maybe Rainier and Neverember could pay him a visit. A little bit of high society.
That's a good thought. And Cass is, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess I could. And he just shifts into Rainier Neverember. So, thoughts?
I mean, besides being ugly?
Only a mother could love this face. And Cass points at, from what I understand, Rainier's incredibly handsome face.
Yes, Rainier is quite a fancy, attractive noble boy.
We could have you pretend to be Rainier, or we could bring Rainier into this. He's kind of sweet on me, actually.
We could implicate him into a crime, and then we would have another rich boy on our side. I like that idea.
He
And
sounds like he was down for that. I
as,
just heard the conversation. It sounds like, yeah, no, he could totally be involved.
yeah, Kaz goes back to his changeling form, and I'm totally down to get actual Rainier in on this. He seems okay.
Well, I could, if I watched the house for a little bit, I might see somebody, even like a worker or something, going in that I could switch places with if I didn't have to talk in particular.
You know, these big houses always have problems with plumbing. I could probably be a plumber.
I could be a plumber's helper.
I could be a strange man who breaks into their house at the night.
Yeah, I could probably. That sounds like it's more my style as well. Just sneak in there in the night.
I mean, we could just go. I mean, we can't go loud. It's pretty illegal to fuck with the nobility, but
We don't even know this guy's intentions. He could be on our side for all intents and purposes.
he's probably not.
Here's the thing. Are we going to have a way to so what are our goals exactly at this point? Like, what do we want to accomplish? Because we've got this puppet person who apparently is having some kind of existential crisis. We've got a missing object. We've got dead people.
I want the stone.
The nobility is involved, and so like anytime you're going into a noble's house, I mean, you guys would remember when we went into that one guy's house and it turned out to be some kind of crazy death cult.
That's right.
You never know what you're going to find when you walk into a noble's house when they don't want you there.
Well, we could get Rainier's help and we can see if he has any intel on this particular family.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
Was it the Gralhund family or
Gralhund, Gralhund.
I can never keep that name straight.
Look, as long as I don't get stabbed by a skeleton again, I'm in.
We go. What we need to know is where the guy went. The guy who took the stone. Who probably took the stone. We get in. We find some information. Maybe one of the Gralhunds. No, maybe the guy's still there. Maybe it's a hideout or something. We get the stone. And then we get the hell out.
Anyone that survived a fireball is probably convalescing about right now, so he's probably still there.
I mean, it's only been like a day. So
I say we go.
Depending on who he has in his employ. I mean, he might have a healer in his employ.
Well, you all have me. And I'm the
Time's
closest you got.
wasted.
Let's go. Wait, we should wait until night, right?
How long?
Get in touch with Rainier. and to see if he will give us information.
All right, so what's the plan here, folks?
Well, I kind of want to see who goes in and out of that house to see if there's anybody I could switch places with, maybe, or something.
So she's gonna go spy on them. It sounds like.
I'll go. I'll go with you, Mel. You should have someone watching your back.
Okay,
Let's
so
go
you
see
guys are
what-
gonna. So go ahead.
Yeah, let's just see what the schedule, like maybe nobody goes in or out or whatever, but it would be good if we knew that. So while maybe somebody sees if they can find Rainier Never Ember, we could go case the house and then meet back here.
Why not meet at the house?
Okay. But I'm just going to look at the house, not do anything crazy. Can
I'll
you
tag
tell us
along.
where it is, Gray?
Yes, I'll give them directions.
Okay. Yeah, it's really not too hard to find from here. So we'll pop over to the map screen and take you guys to Waterdeep map. Bloop, bloop. Okay,
Map.
so you guys are here at Trollskull Alley, and Gralhund Villa is just a few blocks away. So you'd go around here to basically like that.
Mel is going to transform into just like a street person, just
Okay.
like an urchin, street urchin,
Okay.
and walk like I think he'll walk like he's looking for something. He's gonna act like he's looking for an address or something.
Okay. So who's going with Mel? Anybody?
Bill
Yes.
is.
Okay, Mel,
Cass
Bill,
and
and
Bill.
Cass. And the other two, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're gonna go trying to make contact with Rainier.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
All right, good
Um,
luck, you two.
Yeah, alright. So I guess Beatrice and or Red roll an investigation check, and we'll see how you do. How long are you going to spend trying to find Rainier?
You want to roll my investigation check?
Okay.
Yeah,
Although
and-
if you want to help me look, we can get advantage on it probably.
Okay. I help you look.
yeah, that's fine. And how long are you two planning to spend looking?
I don't know. Are we doing this next day? Or just
I don't
in the
know.
tent?
Are you?
People.
I think we'll probably until so the plan is to try to somehow infiltrate or like do something about this place at night. So I think we'll just spend the rest of the day looking for Rainier, and if we don't get him in time to brief him before we start doing whatever we're doing tonight, then we'll kind of give up the chase and reconnoiter with the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I think whatever we do, we have to do it as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I did describe the sun as being about to set, so I'm going to say you probably have an hour to find him before the sun fully sets. I don't know how much longer after sundown you'd like to wait.
Why?
Wow.
It kind of doesn't really matter. So, okay. Yeah, so you hit up one or two of his normal haunts and don't seem to track him down. And we'll say it's about an hour after sundown at this point.
All right. Well, I guess we head back and join up with the group. After they're
Okay.
doing whatever it is they were doing.
Okay. So, we will pop over here, folks. You won't be able to see anything for just a minute.
We pop up like, hey guys.
Find mine. Okay, it's right there. Okay, so I need to put you guys. Where are you? We've got player sheets. Beatrice. Okay. Bill.
It's cold.
Beatrice. Bill. Have Mel. Cass. I have Redbeard. Okay, now what is the light situation? There are some street lights probably. So let's talk about this. So Waterdeep is kind of like, you want to think like Waterdeep is almost like a modern city in that like it's still kind of bustling and going on at night. And let me get to dynamic lighting. Let me pop in. Okay, you guys are all gonna be fine there. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna say, put it here. This thing gives off light. Okay, bloop. There we go. And we'll put another one down at the other end of the street. Excuse you. Sorry that you guys are... Okay. Okay, so you guys, you can barely see a tiny little sliver here. But basically what you're looking at, you are looking about a 10-foot high, like, wall. There is a little gate right here, kind of a wrought iron rich person gate. Let me see. I need to go to bloop. See if there's any description I'm supposed to read here. Yeah, so and you can actually see through these gates. So I am gonna dynamic lighting. They've got them on there, but you actually can see through them. Okay. And in order for that to make sense, I need to make another one of these. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see through these gates. You can see a yard with several large trees and like some meandering footpaths that lead up towards a two-story brick mansion, and a detached coach house. The yard seems well tended. The leaves on the trees have turned as it is fall. You can see in the distance a large balcony area above the front entrance to the place, right about there.
We still don't see anything.
No,
really.
it's all black for us.
Look
I've
down
got the
in
middle sliver here.
Yeah, there's like a little sliver down in the middle. If you can't see, refresh your.
I mean, I can see the characters, and the little bit of the gate. But if you're saying we can see the,
you can move your characters around. You might be able to see a little better. I'm not. I can't control that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't go in there. The gate is very locked, so you can't just roll yourself right in there. But yeah, so you've got this gate. You can see this kind of footpath, and then this two-story sort of brick mansion up ahead.
Are we looking at the front of the mansion?
Yes. Yep.
Bill, I'm more interested in where servants would be.
How busy is the street that we're on?
There's a pretty constant stream of people. You could probably like sneak over the gate if you're really pretty crafty with it. Let me see what it says. Yeah, so the stone walls are around it. I said 10 feet. They're actually 12 feet high. It would take quite a bit of an effort to get over them. And then...
If we were to circumnavigate the property, would we find like a servant's gate or something like that?
Possibly. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
I have an idea.
Mel would. Mel's really interested in like comings and going tradespeople. I know it's like going into evening, so that might not be possible, but that was what he was thinking.
I could send my bat up and get like an overhead view of the place. He could probably just make a fly around, get us a little bit of recon, and then come back, and then we can kind of see if we have more information for a plan.
Well, if Mel's going to find somebody to portray, he is going to need to see that person. So I think.
Sorry, when we were here, we were here for before sundown. Cass, Mel, and Bill.
Yeah,
Right,
so I guess
guys?
we also kind of need to resolve whether or not Mel saw anybody she could emulate.
We've been here before. Trish out of
I
game
think
does
what
not
I think what
ring
they're
it.
saying is
You, me, and Bill went here before
Right, like
Red and B came.
yeah, the time that we spent looking for Rainier was time that you spent staking that place out to try to find somebody to imitate. So
Okay, I'm sorry,
Or-
guys.
sorry.
Trish spaced it completely.
no, that's fine. I should have resolved that.
Yeah, we sort of hand waved that.
yeah, we sort of forgot about it, honestly.
You don't see anyone come in or leave. You do see patrolling the grounds is a man in a cloak and two dogs. They look like big kind of hound dogs, and then you see a man sort of in a robe. He sort of looks like a shabby gardener kind of type, and he patrols the grounds, it seems.
And as Cass and Mel are standing there, we don't have to role play this or anything. We can just hand wave it. But Cass is giving Mel like crash course tips on the abilities that a changeling has. So he's like, obviously, if you see someone, you can be someone.
But you don't have to see. You can decide your own features. You just have to visualize them in your head. And that's just essentially letting Mel know that you can modify the specific aspects of yourself to make a completely individual person instead of hijacking someone else's look.
Oh, I haven't tried to do that. Okay.
Yeah, so but as you guys are watching, other than the gardener and the dogs who patrol the grounds, you don't see any servants come in or leave. You don't see anyone come in or leave the house at all.
Okay.
You want to send Pepper up? See what we can find out.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and send the bat up.
Okay. Let me go find Pepper. Bloop. Okay. Bloop. There you go. Okay, so Pepper, upon flying up, Pepper can see the grounds. Pepper can see. Oh, this is fun. Make me a stealth check for Pepper. I'm assuming Pepper's up and out of like view for the most part, but just make me a stealth check for Pepper anyway, just to see.
How does one do that? I guess I probably need.
I think you have access to Pepper's character sheet.
Yeah, we've got his character sheet.
Is it girl or boy?
I'm not sure. That's up to you guys.
So it doesn't seem like he has a stealth skill, so it's just going to be.
It's just going to be a dexterity roll. Yeah, sorry. 20. Okay. Yeah. So Pepper rather sneakily flits around. Pepper discovers
Nice.
in the yard after dark.
Yes.
Something is amiss with the gardener and the dogs. And they take on this sort of like spectral, shadowy form of themselves. Pepper can see with its dark vision, his dark vision, that they are wreathed in shadow with red, deep-set eyes as they flit about the yard. But they go about the same route that the gardener and the dogs went during the day. Sort of meander about, patrolling and what have you. Yeah, so Pepper sees that. Pepper sees that there is a coach house, sort of like it looks almost like a stable detached from the main building. Pepper sees this back entrance to, to the building itself. Yeah, and then I actually have something I have to look up. In the what area is that?
The back entrance to the manor or the detached house?
The back entrance to the manor. There is one front entrance to the house, and then if Pepper circumnavigates the whole place, actually, real quick, make me a perception check for Pepper. I guess make me a perception check. I don't know if you use your perception or the creature's perception. Does Find Familiar state that, Red?
I want to say.
Don't they share ability scores?
I want to say that it's my perception, but let me check.
Yeah. I think it says you put your senses in, so it would be yours, right?
Yeah.
You can see through their eyes and hear what it hears. Okay, you are using its senses. You see what it sees and hear what it hears. So,
Pepper perception?
yeah, so make a perception check for Pepper. And actually, Pepper... Check this.
It's going to be a wisdom check.
It's going to be a wisdom check, and you have advantage because this is based on hearing.
All right.
A 20. Okay. Pepper hears as he flits by the balcony from deep within the manor. Pepper hears the sound of men dying and the clashing of arms.
We gotta get
The unmistakable sound of humans killing one another. Yeah. At that point, do you have Pepper go ahead and finish circumnavigating? Does Pepper come back to you, or do you have Pepper go around the building still? Like around the outside of the wall?
I will have... Gosh, how many seconds is it going to take for Pepper to make it all the way around the building?
Well, let's see. Pepper has look up Pepper's fly speed for me, and I will measure this distance.
All right. You should just pull him out of your window. His fly speed is 30 feet.
Okay, he's got to go about 650 feet. So we'll round it. So let's say, we'll say what 650.
That's going to be at least a full minute.
Yeah.
That's about 10 rounds.
Yeah.
About a minute.
So about a minute. Which, in combat time is forever. But, you think about, I don't know, how long is it going to take you guys to hop the fence and climb in there?
Yeah.
And also, people are still moving around behind you. If you want to get in here without being seen and reported to the police, you're going to have to be sneaky about it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to have Pepper go ahead and finish looking. In addition to trying to see anything going on with the house itself, he's looking for a good place to breach that outside wall, like maybe a side of it. That's not it's around a back alley or that's not quite as exposed.
Pepper does find a back entrance to the place in the stables. It seems like it may be, locked and or barred or something, but you can certainly try and get in there.
Okay,
but he finds that on the backside.
So we're is that's into the building or into the wall?
Based on the geography, and you can tell as he flies up and over, that goes into the stables. As far as going over the wall goes, you might have better luck over... I'm just flipping around here. You might have better luck over here on this side of the wall. It probably is in the back and is less exposed to the street.
Okay. Were there any additional gates in the wall or anything, or is it just a front gate?
No, the only way in is the front gate or into the stables in the back.
Well,
you can go into the... You can get past the wall by going through the stables in the back, is what you're saying.
So the stables in the back it like butts up against the wall, and part of the house does as well. So like the house is this kind of like trapezoid shape, and then like a big part of the front and we'll say the north and west side walls, a big part of the north and west side walls of it are over the field, and then the east and south walls, actually it's just like the house. Right, like it just butts up against the house, and then the house is right up against the street on those sides, and it kind of encloses the yard.
I'll have Pepper circle back. I will let the group know what I've just learned, and that is that there's people choosing violence in this place, and that the guy patrolling the lawn is some kind of ghost or something. It's looking a little spooky. It's looking and sounding a little spooky in this place. But also, there's a back way in through the stable where I'm sure we'll see a bunch of skeleton horses or something.
Well, let's get in there.
Yeah. If they're already having a battle, I don't think we can get in trouble with the authorities.
Wow.
No time to waste.
Well, I mean, busting down the front gate is still going to be a little
It
bit.
smells 10. Moving
Okay.
on.
No, let's
So-
go around back.
Okay.
Make the stable a base of operations, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys want to go around back. I hope that you don't see anything you're not supposed to see as I do this. Whee! Okay, we're just going to drag you over there. All right, so you're now in the bottom right-hand corner of the map if you need to go see. I'm just going to kind of put you guys down here. Does somebody have... Oh, Pepper has. You can all see Pepper. Okay. But you can't all really see through Pepper, so I should probably... Okay, we're going to drop that there. Okay, so, yeah, now, back here, right in front of Bill, there's a large gate that appears to be, it's like a big wooden barn door kind of thing. And that is into what you can assume to be the stables, and then there is part of the outside wall over here, if you wanted to try to go over the wall.
Well,
Knock, knock.
no.
Okay. And Mel, you have chat inspiration from Jacob, actually.
Oh, well, thank you muchly.
I tried to give it to me, but I can't do that apparently. So, oops. Egg on my face.
That's fine.
Bill, yeet me over the wall.
Are you sure I can't just yeet open this door?
That makes too much noise.
There's already a fight going on.
Yeah, I think as long as nobody out here like sees us go in, we're probably in the clear. If there's somebody in there, we can just like kill or incapacitate them. I feel like this is gonna get violent. Okay, this is not gonna be a situation where we go in and get out
All I know is the last time
without
I wasn't
blood getting
stealthy
spilled.
going over a wall, we all almost died. So
But we didn't.
we did.
We didn't all almost die. Like one or two of us almost died. It's not,
Yeah, the child and me.
Look, just
We
let me
almost
go
died.
in first.
Both the changelings almost died.
I have an out of game question.
Okay.
I don't have all my spell slots. Have we rested it in there? Is this gone?
Yes, it has
from-
been weeks since you guys
Any-
had combat. And
You
I
know,
don't
when
believe
it's
you
on-
cast any spells during the search yesterday, so
Well,
or this, last session, so.
if we're going to go in there and there's going to be a fight, though, Mel is going to gather himself together, and the street urchin is going to change into who looks like a more of a soldier type with mage armor. And that mage armor, if you could see in the dim evening light, anyone who has dark vision now has an awkwardly painted black spider across the front of it.
I don't think any of you but Pepper have dark vision.
Okay, Pepper sees that I have a big black spider painted on my mage armor.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
what's the plan, folks?
When I get ready to bust in the door, first thing we gotta do is get some light in there.
Yep, I'm on it, and Kaz lights a torch.
Is that door even locked?
You can certainly check.
I'm checking to see if it's locked. Yes.
Yes, it is a sliding wooden door, and it has a padlock on the outside.
While Bill is giving this great speech about what's going to happen when he smashes this door in, I'm going to attempt to pick this lock.
All right, give me a Thieves' Tools check with dexterity, please.
And
You got
Mel
about
wants
6 seconds.
And Mel wants to go over and look if there's any chance she could go over the wall. He could go over the wall.
Okay.
Query. And then with the Dex. Please and thank you.
23. It's a pretty tough lock, but you managed to crack it. It was a DC 20 to get this. So this is a very fine, very well-made lock. Nevertheless, it is not capable of withstanding the tools of Redbeard.
And when Bill turns back around with his hammer, oh, come on!
So yeah,
Mel-
you can get the lock off. Go ahead, sorry.
Mel hears that and starts to run back. She probably couldn't see much about the wall in the darkness anyway.
Snooze, you lose, buddy.
And as you guys do this, I would like everyone in the party to make a stealth check for me, please.
Would Cass roll that with like disadvantage because he has a torch? Or
No.
is Cass just going to be spotted?
That's not exactly what it's about. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Toasty!
Stealth. Oh my goodness.
Oof.
All the good rolls got used last time.
You guys are, yeah.
Now we're all going to die.
Beatrice and Redbeard. And you know, given the way that this has RP'd out, they're the only two of you that have not been shouting in the street at night. So I think it makes sense that they pass this roll. You know, you guys don't, like, no one attacks you or anything, but, you know.
That's stealthy boys.
Okay,
Oh,
so, and are you guys opening the door to go in? What's the plan here?
Bill's gonna push everyone either to the side or get in front of them, and he's gonna throw open the door with one hand and prepare to rush in.
Okay.
Cass is right behind Bill with the torch.
Okay,
Ready.
so Cass has the torch. So I need to put the torch on Cass. Give me 1 second. Oh, but this still says Oz.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It's probably still based on
Hold on.
when you...
Da-da-da.
I can fix it.
Bam. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now it says Cass. Did I make it? Okay. And then I need to make it also have the torch. So dynamic lighting. It is emitting bright light for what? 20 feet and 20 feet of dim light. Is that how it works?
Yeah. If you put the 40 in dim light, it'll spread.
Okay. And then back to dynamic lighting and rip. Okay. So you open the door and you see stalls full of horses who whinny and sort of snuffle a little bit. In the darkness, you see sort of a big open barn. You can see a larger stall. So, Beast, you said you kind of rush in. In the dim light, you can see a larger stall. I'm going to move Pepper in here just so you guys can see. You can see a larger stall and a very nice riding horse. And then you see 4 sort of more draft workhorses. They are all sort of like tight, in their stalls and seemingly chilling, basically.
They're not like spooked by strange people yet.
I mean, they're probably not real happy about it, but they don't attack you. They're not attack animals,
Let's save these for a getaway.
Oh man, look at the horses, and Mel immediately wants to go
and you
over
see sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. You see a door to the west and one to the north, kind of behind the horse.
Mel goes over and looks at the horse.
I'm gonna stay close up on Bill over there near the so I'll be near the door.
Okay. What about you, Beatrice?
Beatrice is going to use animal handling to make sure that the horses stay calm and quiet.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an animal handling check. And Mel, would you make a perception check for me?
Oh, I'm going to use that inspiration. Well, no, I'm not. I better not. I'll just let it go.
Okay.
I'll
With
let
a
it go.
12, I think a 12 is fine. You get them relatively well calmed down.
Did I have advantage?
Did you have advantage?
Oh,
No,
I'm sorry.
Mel
That was her
had, or
12.
Beatrice.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
Beatrice had the 12. You had the 9. Yeah, so I mean, you're kind of amazed by this fancy horse, and all of its accoutrement, but you don't notice anything particularly interesting or exciting.
Not exactly a like Aragorn, son of Arathorn thing, but it's calm enough.
Yeah.
Hey, Beatrice, you don't have any of that honey candy on you, do you?
Always. Why?
Could I have a piece?
She hands Mel a piece of honey candy.
Cass puts a hand on Bill's shoulder and says, "You got this, bud." And gives him bardic inspiration.
Are you guys leaving the door wide open to the street behind you, or?
Oh yeah, someone closed the door.
Mel's not paying any attention. He's got the piece of candy in his hand and he's trying to hold it out to the pretty horse.
Okay. Make an animal handling check, and we'll say with advantage due to the candy.
Ask runs over real quick and closes the door.
I was gonna do that.
If Beatrice has got it, then
Oh,
cool.
that's a better
Nice.
roll.
21. Okay, yeah, the thing eats the candy out of your hand and seems to appreciate it.
You all can hear Mel in a young stripling male type voice giggle when he licks my hand.
Okay, focus.
Mel's totally distracted by the horse.
Guys, this is not a place to play.
But he's a neat horse. Look, he liked your candy, Mel.
People are being murdered right now. Can we just? People are dying.
A man is dying.
We should probably
All right,
Focus and bring this child into a murder investigation.
Bill's gonna open the door.
Okay, this door is not locked, and so you can open the door, and it reveals this pathway. So you can see. I'll move. Yeah, close enough. Maybe Pepper. Yeah, Pepper. Okay. So you can see across the way 2 doors to the house, and then to the north is this kind of. It just basically is where the yard is, where the shadows were.
So,
Oh, God.
That Pepper
they
saw.
did make a break for those doors.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mel sighs and moves over with everybody else. But first he whispers, "I'll see you later. I'll bring more candy."
Why did I bring
Okay.
it down here?
All right. So is the plan to try and make it over to the doors?
Yeah, Bill's just gonna run.
Okay.
Bless you again.
Just run.
I'd like to scope out and see if the dog person is out there before I go running out and doing anything foolish.
Well, Bill's not, so
Okay. Well, roll initiative then, because of course you got seen just running across. Come on.
Someone put a bat on me.
All right. So Bill rushes across.
Really quick.
They're hot.
how far would you allow me to move before?
I mean, you would get you'd get your full 30 feet from the door. So,
30 feet, not a dash.
I mean, if you want to take you can take a dash. That's fine. Because I mean, it'd be like a surprise round. They're surprised to see you, right? So,
Okay.
sure, you
Well,
can take a full.
I'm
60.
all right.
Beatrice is a 20, not a 15.
Okay. And I don't have one for, red roll, but I don't have, okay, it's a little funky probably because you guys, you're 15, you're 20. Yeah, so Bill, if you want to finish moving yourself. Did I miss anybody? We've got everybody in there?
I don't think Bill's in the initiative.
Bill, all right. What did Bill
I got
roll?
a 7.
Okay. Did you and Mel? You did. Okay. Okay, so, need to find a good place for this. That'll do. No, actually, this'll do because you guys aren't obviously going over there. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so Bill, yeah, you've run across the way. The first person with initiative is Beatrice. You hear a keening sort of a wail. It's not like it's an alarm or anything, but you just hear the specters begin to form up, and you kind of can tell that Bill has been spotted as he's just sort of like trucked across the way.
Okay, so 5-foot step. I can't see dick. And I guess maybe there. Kind of putting myself out there.
Okay.
I guess it's a shot with disadvantage since I can't see anything.
I mean, you can always ready an action for if something gets in your line of sight. But that's a crapshoot. If nothing comes into your line of sight, then you lose the action. But at least if you do make an attack, it'll be, regular instead of disadvantage.
I will.
So, up to you.
This is why I don't like doing things at night.
Get good.
You would come out of your mouth.
Come on. You got 6 seconds.
Shooty shoot.
Ooh, okay. You fire your arrow off and it just sort of pings. I mean, with disadvantage, right? It pings off the brick as you're shooting in the direction you think you hear the sound from. Any further movement?
Nope. I'll just stand there.
Okay. Cass.
All right. Cass, can I toss my torch? Would that take a full action?
Yes. Interacting with an object like that does take an action.
Okay, cool. So Cass is going to move 15 feet
Okay.
out into the center right here.
Okay.
Chuck his torch 30 feet out, or as far as he can chuck it, I guess, maybe to right here if he can, to kind of illuminate this whole area.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to say that a torch has a range of 20/40. So just make a, we'll call it a thrown weapon. So I'm going to need you to make it's basically going to be a strength check. You're not proficient in this. Just give me a raw strength check.
Raw strength. That is no addition. I have no strength.
All right.
And it can't be dex?
No, I've decided it's strength.
All right.
It is a thrown weapon in this case.
That's
7.
a 7, baby.
So it goes about 20 feet. So 5, 10, 15. It lands about here. We're going to take the torch-ness off of Cass. Goodbye. Bloop. And we're going to give it to this object. Use you, please. If it will actually do... Why won't you do what I need? Roll 20. What is your problem today?
And then Cass is going to use the rest of his movement to get over behind Bill.
Here's what I'm going to do. Dynamic lighting. Grab one of these. Tokens. I'm going to drop you. I'm going to change. You are not 50 feet. You are 20 and 20. Save. Okay. We'll use that little fireball to indicate... let's see. So you were here, and so it goes right there. Okay. So that about is how far you get the torch. And then you go over next to Bill. Redbeard.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, Haley's doing something on our screen, so I can't really see what's going on. Okay, here we go. So that orange object, that's the torch?
That's the torch, yes.
So
I tried to get an actual torch, but it wouldn't do what I wanted.
Good. 6 seconds, guys.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna move my my 30 feet out into the yard there. I'll kind of be between Beatrice and Cass.
Okay.
Hey there.
And I will ready my bow for if something comes rolling. I can't actually see anything yet, can I?
No, I don't think any of you can.
Okay, yeah, then I'm just gonna ready my bow for if I see something dangerous, I'm gonna try to shoot at it.
Okay. Alrighty, and these things. Alrighty, so these things do fly in here. So the first one flies into the line of sight. Redbeard, go ahead and take that shot.
Yeah.
17 hits.
Okay, you're gonna click on the yep. That is 5 piercing damage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so your arrow sails through the thing and you see some of its shadow sort of wisp off. Doesn't really strike anything substantial, but you can tell that the creature did not appreciate that. And then they dash in here to get as close as they can, which is only about there, as they rush in as quickly as possible. Bill, you're up.
Bill rages.
Okay.
Classic. All right, so Bill's going to fly into a rage upon seeing the specters of what he can only assume is death and decay. And he's going to attempt to slap the one closest to him with a hammer.
Okay.
That's
12
a
hits,
12.
actually. These guys do not have high armor class.
Oh, boy. Oh, that is
Okay, 13.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, which is... Okay, so as your hammer sails through this thing, sort of like Red's arrow, it wisps through it, and you can see as it does, some of its shadow sort of dissipates, but it's like swinging at air. Mechanically, I'm just because I get tired of dancing around it. These things have resistance to a whole bunch of stuff, but they do still take some damage from it. So they're basically taking half damage from a lot of things, as incorporeal undead are wont to do. But that's still a pretty solid hit, and it is, certainly not nearly as full-bodied as it was. Any other movement from Bill?
None.
Okay. Mel, you're up.
Okay, Mel moves into the doorway. I guess Pepper is flying somewhere, right? So Mel could actually be where Pepper is.
Yeah, we'll just assume I'll just move Pepper wherever. Yeah, so Mel, you can move right there.
Okay, so Mel is going to use a feat that she has called Twin Spell.
Yeah, that's meta magic, but yeah.
Yeah, meta magic thing. And she is going to, well, now wait a minute. No, she maybe doesn't have to do that because if she magic missiles, okay. Can she use, it's 2 sorcery points, right? And she has 3.
You guys are level 3 now, and you have 3 sorcery points. So if you would like to spend 2 of them, you can, sure.
I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points, and I'm going to do magic missile, but I'm going to twin it.
You can't.
Oh.
Unfortunately, so Twin Spell indicates that it has to be used on a spell that can only target one creature. And since Magic Missile is capable of targeting more than one creature, you can't twin it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's just, yeah.
It's 3 glowing darts. When it said creature of your choice you can see within range, then I thought I meant, okay. So what I'm going to do is, at this point, I'm just going to Magic Missile the one who is right next to Bill.
Okay.
And now that's the one that I hit it 3 times.
Yes, that's the way I like to do it. Technically, the rules is written you roll 1d4 and use the same roll for each. I don't like that. I think it's too swingy. So roll 3d4 plus 3, basically.
Or I hit Magic Missile 3 times.
Or hit Magic Missile 3 times. Yes.
And my Magic Missile are those fiery ball bearings.
Okay. Okay, and let me look. Yeah, and this is much more effective. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 damage. Yeah, and so you fire your ball bearings, phew, 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 and they blow big holes in these things. Boom, boom, boom. And the one next to Bill fully vanishes as Mel's ball bearings whip through it.
Okay.
With arcane force.
Mel used 10 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So he still has 20 feet of movement. Whoops. He wants to get to the building 5, 10, 15. Okay. he could, I think, move to there, couldn't he?
Move to where?
Where I am right now, from the doorway. That's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Into melee with that shadow? Sure, if that's what you want to do. That is certainly a choice you can make as a small child when confronted with a spectral ghost. Is run directly at it.
Well, I'm trying to get to the building.
The building's over here,
There's
too.
a bunch of parts of
The
building.
doors
Okay,
are
well,
over
I'm
here.
there, so I'll go there. I'll go there.
Okay,
If that's safer.
fine.
I'll
I
go
don't
there.
want to run your character for you. I have trouble believing in character that the 11-year-old child would run at the ghost. I mean, you guess you've killed skeletons before, but
As long as he doesn't have to do an accent, he's pretty
spooky
brave,
ghost.
okay?
Okay. So that's Mel's turn. Beatrice, you're up.
Hold on. I'm trying to add my thing that I have.
Okay.
The gathering swarm. I'm trying to figure out how to do that because it doesn't actually show up on my attack thingies as a button to push.
Okay. I can set it up so that when you put gathered swarm in there, it
I think I got all the things. 1d6. It's not +2 though. There's no +2, I don't think.
yeah, so it doesn't get that. It doesn't have spell. It has nothing.
There's nothing. Okay.
Doesn't have a saving throw.
Well, there's a spell save DC, like a strength.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I've got so far. Okay.
Okay.
I think I got it.
All right.
Okay, so that thing. Yeah, let's finally do the thing. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
I think it says here in the flavor, you choose whether it takes damage or it takes the saving throw or you move. It says you select one of the following ways immediately after you hit a creature with an attack.
Okay, well, so Beatrice has always kind of sounded like there's like a buzzing around her, but you've never actually seen her bees. Well, these things, she's got like these really poofy brown hair with ringlet curls, and these bees just seem to materialize out of like the
She
the little
keeps them in her hair.
out of the little ringlet curls of her massive hair, basically. And they swarm out and attack the ghost.
And Mel gave her a comb.
Oh wow. Okay. That was very evocative but horrifying. Okay. Mel, you already have chat inspiration, right?
No, not
No,
anymore.
not Beatrice. Mel.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, Pamwich, if you want to, sorry, Mel already has one chat inspiration. If you want to choose someone else, or I don't know if I can refund this from here. I may have to get into Twitch if I need to do that. What is? Yes,
And,
okay. Very good. Yeah. Okay. So you are making an
It went to
attack.
Beatrice.
Okay.
The inspiration.
Thank you.
It did not work.
Well, you did just get chat inspiration from Pamwich if you want to try that.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think that's
Oh,
better.
11 doesn't need. Damn. If. Okay. R.I.P.
It was gonna be cool.
It would have been super cool. Okay, so you fire off because you have to make an attack, right? So you fire your bow, and the bees kind of go with it to the target you've selected. Yeah, and well, okay, wait. So swarm, yeah, because the way it works, right, is you make an attack, and then you do the extra damage if the attack hits, right? That's basically. It's not. I don't want Mel. I want Beatrice. Let me just read the ability here. Okay. You can cause the swarm immediately after you hit a creature with an attack. Yes, okay, that's how it works. So,
Oh.
Yeah, so basically you attack as normal, and then you can, if you hit, you can choose to do extra B damage.
So did I roll the wrong thing?
Yeah,
yes,
you should have
actually you did. You should have rolled, because you would get pluses to that. Yeah. So rather than Swarm being an attack, I'll try and set up Swarm if you want to roll your bow to attack. It is not an attack, and it's not proficient. It's literally just 1d6 damage. If I click that, it does it. Okay, great. Yeah, so if you want to shoot your longbow, then you can choose to...
And hopefully this one does something.
16. Okay, 16 does hit. You can have your inspiration back. We'll say that you didn't spend it because you...
Yay!
and then you can roll your longbow damage, and then if you hit the swarm button, it'll just roll damage for you.
Yee.
So.
Okay. So that and
Okay.
is the 5 the
The 5 would be
Swarm
if it was a crit, which it wasn't, so you'll need to go ahead and hit the swarm to roll.
okay. So wait, how am I doing that? I hit the swarm button.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is okay, so that is 12 damage. And were you hitting the one directly north of you or the one near Bill?
The one near Bill. I don't
Okay.
think I can see the one north. Oh wait, no, I can't.
Yeah, no, it's right there. So still the okay, all right. And that is going to
Still
be
epic.
all right. Excellent. Yeah. So you fire it off, and your bees buzz in and through, and you can see again some of its shadowy form kind of wisping off and dissipating as it is the target of these attacks. And any movement from Beatrice.
No, I think I'm good right there.
Okay. Cass, go ahead.
All right. For one, thank you to the best little brother ever, Mel, for the chatspiration. Cass is going to light another torch just to keep himself illuminated.
Okay.
And then he's going to step
That's
little
going to take an
further.
action. So I
Yep.
don't know if okay.
Yep, that's fine. He's going to take a step back again to right here. And then he's going to look over at Red and say, "You've got this," and give him Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Excellent.
And that's Cass's turn.
All right. And that brings us to Redbeard.
Okay. Pepper's gonna move over to the square that is right to the south of the one that is directly north of Beatrice. Beatrice, do you mind moving Pepper to the one directly north of you? Pepper's gonna get right up on it.
Okay.
Good enough. And Pepper's going to use the help action
Okay.
to give me advantage on my next attack roll against this thing.
Alrighty.
And then I am going to move up and basically get right in between these two things. And I'm going to sneak attack with my rapier with advantage on that one that Pepper has just bothered.
All right.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And sneak attack.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Yes.
That is 6 piercing, and then also there should be some sneak attack tacked onto that, right?
Yeah. So I think it's a separate button, right?
I thought it was rolling it automatically, but it might. Oh, no, there it is.
You
Okay.
have to.
Yeah.
11.
Damn.
Okay, so that is altogether 17.
Altogether, that's 17 damage, yes.
So that is...
So like 8.
Okay, yep. All right, so yeah, you sneak attack this thing with the help of your bat, and about half of its form begins to wisp, and it's becoming more and more translucent. And any more movement or anything?
I think I might have a bonus action. Hang on.
Did these things get taken out of initiative? I don't see them in the turn order.
Oh yeah, they did. They're at 11 though. But thank you. It's this problem when I delete tokens. I'm just gonna add them. Add a
That's why I
custom
just use
label.
the red X.
And we're gonna call it Ghosties, and
Ghosty goo.
its number is 11, and the Ghosties are at 11. Because if I have the thing pegged to a single creature, and then I delete it off the map, then it comes out of the initiative thing, right? However, they're shadows and they don't leave corpses, so there's no reason to put the bodies with the red X's down. So. Anyway,
I'm just gonna chill right there.
All right. All right, that brings us to them. So let's see. I think Redbeard's gonna take at least one attack. The other one, I'm gonna roll as to what. No, you hit it for a lot of damage. It's gonna go for you. Pepper is safe today.
Oh no.
All right, so 2 attacks coming at Redbeard. I've got a 16 to hit
16 hits.
and a 7 to hit.
7 does not.
Okay, so the first hit, damn, you take 10 necrotic damage. And I need you to roll a d4. Or I can roll the d4 if you prefer not to. 1, okay. Your strength score is reduced by 1.
Gotcha.
So, as this thing, you can see its eyes, and I think maybe this is the ones in the front. I think it was the no. This is probably this is one of the dogs. So one of the dogs, it's like its eyes glow red, and it chomps out at you, and its spectral dog teeth bite into your leg, and you can just feel your strength being sapped from that leg. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then the other one missed. And that's all for them. Actually, I think this one's going to move up as they kind of surround you. And Bill, you're up.
All right. Bill's going to drop his hammer angrily. And he's going to buck up his 2 fists. And he's just going to start wailing on this ghost.
Okay. 13 hits.
Okay, and he's going to make 2 attacks.
Okay. 10 misses.
10. All right, so he manages to connect. That's I think that's 10. Yeah.
What?
So the first one is if he's using only one hand, and the second
okay.
is if he's using both.
Okay, and you were using both?
Yes, he dropped his hammer.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, yeah. Specify that as clearly as possible in the future, just so I know for sure. But yeah, 10 damage. Okay, we can do that. Okay, yep. So these things are beginning to look pretty wispy. Mel, you're up.
Can Mel tell which one looks the wispiest?
No, they're pretty even.
Okay, and was I supposed to remind you about that thing to make me roll something extra when I cast a spell?
Yes, thank you. God, I
But
always
that was
forget
last turn. I'm not gonna.
It's-
I'm gonna do a cantrip this turn.
No, it's fine, but we need to roll. So you need
Okay.
to roll a d20 for me.
I need to roll a d20. Okay.
A 6.
I
Okay,
got
you're
a
fine.
6. Okay. So do we have to do that every single time, or?
Every time you cast a spell of first level or higher, we need to just get in there. I just
Okay.
can't, it's one more thing for me to keep track of, and I can't ever remember it.
Okay. Well, and obviously
But
I
it's
didn't
like
until right
key to
then
your
as I was
class, so
reviewing
it's I
things.
really need to make it work.
Okay,
Right?
Mel is gonna whip out his hand again and curl it around in the air and come up with that frozen ice cream cone that he's gonna launch with the pointy end of the ice cream cone first, and he is launching it at the one that is between Bill and Gray.
Okay. Let her rip.
Oh,
9.
okay.
9 does not hit. Now you have inspiration. You also have your Tides of Chaos. You have a couple of ways if you would like to give yourself advantage. Or you can just let it ride.
Not knowing what's in the building, I think she's going to let it ride, but I'm going to move
Okay.
up to this side of the building right there. He's going to let
Okay.
it ride.
All right. And Beatrice.
More bees.
Okay. Yeah, make your bow attack.
I think is gonna fire at the one in front of Pepper.
Okay. And let's see. I think help only works on the next attack, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's every attack the next round, so I just want to double check. But damn it, I don't want Rick and Morty's bullshit. You
Can't help but notice I don't have my bees on
the
them.
next. Okay. The next attack rolls maybe the advantage. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. Go ahead and roll that longbow.
Can my bees use the help action too?
I don't believe so, unless it specifically states that they can, and I don't think it does. So let's look at the Gathering Swarm. I don't need Beatrice's bees. I need Beatrice. Need your ability called the Gathering Swarm. Okay, once on each of your turns. No, I don't think so, because your bees are more like a mage hand cantrip at this point, rather than the not. You do have Fairy Fire that your bees can cast as sort of a
What do
but
Dadwitch?
Very far gives you advantage when you're attacking something.
yeah, I mean it takes and at this point there's not really a way for you to not hit Redbeard with it. But basically your bees could like dance around someone and make them glow with bee-ness and nature magic and grant advantage to all attacks if they fail their dex save, I think it is. But your bees are almost more of like a magical effect than a familiar kind of in the flavor of this. So they can't take the help action, but they can do extra damage.
Make it a miss. I'm gonna do the damage thing.
Okay. That's a crit, so yeah.
Ooh.
And I believe we've been using standard crit rolls for this, so go ahead and just roll damage, and then you'll roll double your dice on the B damage as well. So that's 12, and then go ahead and double those B dice. Just roll it twice.
B and B.
Okay, so that is 12 plus 4 is 16.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, that is exactly what you needed to drop this thing to 0. So, yeah, so your arrow launches in, and the bees follow right in its wake, and the arrow sort of punches a hole in the thing, and this one is the groundskeeper, and you see his ghostly red eyes widen as the bees sort of pour into his mouth and tear him apart from the inside. And poof, in a puff of shadow, he is gone.
My arrow made, and
Yeah, there you go. Excellent. Okay, any movement from Beatrice?
no, I think I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, Cass, you're up.
Cass looks at the now wounded Redbeard and yells out, "It's just a flesh wound. You're fine." And casts Healing Word.
Okay.
At first level, healing him for 8.
Ooh, not bad.
All right.
That only takes a bonus action. So Cass is going to get into the mix and stab this boy with his rapier.
Okay,
That's only an 8.
that is an 8.
So
Okay. All right, Redbeard.
Okay, I'm gonna have Pepper scoot over directly south of me, and then he's gonna use the help action again on this other thing. And then I am going to use the rapier to attack that thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Let her rip.
Foboski.
Okay, 14 hits.
Whap. And I
That's
need
10
the
for the
thing.
rapier, and then for the sneak attack, I've got 5 more.
Alrighty.
So
And that is it for the final shadow.
Nice.
How do you want to do this?
Shove it down his throat.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna, so the bat goes in and kind of distracts the thing, and then I'm just gonna kind of feint over to the right and just, chop its fucking head off, I guess. It's
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So you slice your rapier through this creature's doggy, spectral head, and it vanishes into a puff of smoke, and you guys are out of initiative.
And as initiative ends and the combat ends, the swarm of bees curl back into Beatrice's hair
Convalesce
and
back
just
onto your
kind
head.
of like disappear from sight. You
Okay.
can still hear the faint buzzing, but you can't see them anymore.
Remind me never to go to your barber.
Mel is looking at the back of the building. It's kind of in the darkness, and she like beckons to Cass, come here, and points to shine the light up on the building. And Mel wants to look over the back of the building. And is there anything that looks like a balcony or anything like that on the back of this building?
Nah, for sure, no. There was one in the front, but no, there's not one back here.
Okay.
As Cass is walking over, he gestures just kind of to anybody to the other torch that's laying in the ground here.
Yeah.
Just like, you should probably grab that one too.
I'll grab it.
Okay.
Okay, not seeing a balcony, Mel's going to move towards the door, and she's going to whisper to Cass and say, Cass, I can climb this building if I need to.
You could, but right now stick with us. Just it'll
Okay.
be safer that way.
All
I
right.
don't know what's in there yet. And he kind of gestures over to both Bill and Gray, and then moves his head over towards the door. So how are we doing this? And also Beatrice. These are the two ones that are going to get through the door, I figure.
Yeah, Gray's going to circle around up into that kind of alcove area. And first, I will check both of those doors to see if either of them is locked or trapped or anything.
Okay. Let's see. The door to the east is unlocked. The door to the north is also unlocked. Neither are locked.
Bill's disappointed.
First, I'm going to open the door to the west there.
I said
And-
I said east. I meant west.
And
Door
just
to the
kind of
west.
put my head in.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be as sneaky about it as I can.
Okay. Yeah. You look in. You're looking at about a 20 by 20-ish room. There is. Let's see. We got to move you. We'll poke your head in there. You see a door to the north and south. You can see a large fireplace, stove kind of an area. This is the mansion's kitchen. It's stocked with cookware and utensils sort of hung up on the walls. There are some tables in there for prepping food and things like that.
Okay. Then I'm going to walk over to the door, the one that's outside but to the north, and open that one up. And say, just kind of like...
In this one, you see it's a one-story room that appears to be quarters for guards. It is currently empty. There are 10 bunk beds and a footlocker at the bottom of each bunk bed. And there is a door to the north and another little door to kind of the northwest corner of the room.
Okay. As I poke my head into either of these places, do I still hear? Do I hear any combat noises? This part of the house?
Make a perception check. 8. You do not with an 8. It is too quiet.
Okay. I guess I'll go through that door to the north and head up towards the two doors that are at the north end of the room.
Bill
You're
will slip in
going-
after him.
Okay, so you're going up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Bill goes in after him. Okay, so there's a door directly to the north and one kind of to the north, and one kind of to the west of you. What's everyone else doing?
Okay, so
Okay,
first we're gonna... Sorry, go ahead.
Mel slips in behind them.
Okay.
Cass comes in last and closes the door behind him.
Okay. All right, and Redbeard?
I'm going to check those 2 doors to see if they're locked.
They are not.
Okay. I'm going to stealthily open up the door to the west again.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
Bill's gonna ready his hammer in case anything comes out.
That is the wrong character sheet.
Oh. Never mind.
That's all right.
Wow.
Rip. Okay, well, it's a good thing because you open it and you can see an empty room full of mannequins and racks on the wall. This appears to be... Uh-oh, my internet's taking a dive here, folks. Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm going to start recording there. I don't know if our internet is having issues, but if it is, and if we're having stuttery stream and stuff like that, folks, I'm going to record this locally so that we can just put it up on YouTube if we have any issues later. But as you open the door, you can see this appears to be where there were like armor, like where mannequins where they would put armor on it, and like racks where weapons used to be. They are all empty currently.
Huh. All right. And it's just like a little supply closet kind of thing. There's no other way out of it.
Correct.
I'd like to open that one
Yeah.
with a stealth check. I would like to open that.
All right, Bill is similarly gonna ready a hammer for anything that comes out of that door.
Okay.
Mel moves right up next to the door, and he is gonna ready another ice cream cone.
Okay. You open this door to find the rest of the outside garden that you saw from before.
Well, what? All beans. We're in the wrong house.
Gaz has got his rapier at the ready, just at the back door that they came in through, just in case anything comes in.
Okay.
We'll close that door again.
Is this house in darkness and our torches are the only light, or is there internal light in this house?
That is a great question.
Well, was there another door?
There's the other door back here that he opened up in the first place.
It does not really say. I think it's probably dark in here. At least in this part of the manor, it's definitely dark.
He's gonna close that door again, and then she's gonna go back to the kitchen.
Yeah, let's head back out and go through the kitchen and see.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna cook
If
myself
you guys
some
wouldn't
Pop-Tarts.
mind to move yourselves for me into whatever formation you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some Pop-Tarts and a hot pocket while I'm in the kitchen.
What is a Pop-Tart? And what is a Hot Pocket? Like, what do you...
Hot pockets.
if you've ever had like a really like a stone that just got out of like a blacksmith's, like a smithy, and then you shove it in your pocket real quick, that's a hot pocket.
Oh.
And if they have any bagel bites, any of like the pepperoni pizza bagel bites in the kitchen, I'll make a tray of those as well.
Pepperoni pizza bagel bites is a sex position from Schultz.
All right.
You gotta pay extra for that.
All right. Which way are you guys going? You got a north door and a south door.
North door.
You going up?
I'm gonna stealthy.
Okay.
We're going down.
I'm not as
I'm
stealthy,
down
but
timber.
you know what? Doesn't matter.
Look at that. Yeah.
Okay. So you open this door to find that this is the laundry room. This is clearly kind of a servant's area of the house off the back of the kitchen. And it contains scrub buckets, wash basins, soap, mops, chamber pots. Oh, and there are 2 corpses in here. Middle-aged human female. And
and also the dead.
yeah.
By the way, there's some dead people.
No, there's one corpse in here. Excuse me 1 second. I have erred. I meant to put them in here, but
Not a lot going on in here. Let's see what's behind this door.
oh no, I put them in there. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so actually, you can't really see the corpse from here. What you can see is a trail of blood leading around this corner.
All right. Cass has got the torch.
Sounds of something eating.
Let me go first.
Yep, I'm right behind you.
All right, so Bill's gonna turn the corner.
Okay. Bill, you turn the corner.
Mel's behind him.
Someone with a torch is going to need to be. I mean, yeah. Okay, you guys. Sorry. Yeah, you can see a door directly ahead of you, and you can see to the south, to your left, are stairs going upward, and there is a body on the stairs of a middle-aged human female.
Can you move me up in there too, babe?
Oh God, no!
Does it look like she was going up the stairs or down the stairs?
It looks like she was attempting to crawl up the stairs when she finally died of blood loss.
Does she look like she's a servant or a rich person?
She's dressed in servant's clothes.
Check the pockets. Everybody's got the same
Make a let's see, the two that asked me questions about her, make a perception check for me.
Was I one of those?
Yes, you and
I think I was one of them as well.
yeah.
Perception.
Kaz wants to check her pockets, see if she's got the stone on her.
Dude.
Okay, I rolled a 19.
Mel, she does not have the stone. She does have a set of keys.
Okay, Mel gets the set of keys.
Oh,
Yes,
Mel turns around in place,
Go ahead.
and Mel turns into the servant woman.
Okay. You are still wearing the clothes you were wearing before.
Yeah, I got the mage armor on, but
everyone
I
do
look
keep
like
in
the
mind.
servant woman now. But I take my skirt and I sort of wrap it around me like it's a cape over my mage armor.
Okay. And even with a nat 20, yeah, all she has is those keys. She doesn't have any other valuables or anything else
Okay.
of
But Mel
interest.
takes the keys and hands them to Bill. Or who's in front? Whoever is in front.
Bill's
If
in
it's,
front.
yeah, okay.
Well, that would have to be there. Okay.
Bill
so there's
kind of jangles them.
so there are okay. Okay, so there's the stairs to the south and there's the door to the west. Also, Redbeard, make a perception check for me as you were investigating the corpse. No, I'll just give it to you for that 20. I know you're investigating the corpse. As Bill jangles the keys, you hear some footsteps on the other side of the door to the west.
I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna kind of say door, and then I'm gonna ready a short bow attack for if the door. I'm gonna say if the door opens and there's somebody like. I'm not gonna shoot the second the door opens. I'm gonna wait to see who's on the other side of it and decide whether I want to shoot. But I'm getting a bow shot ready.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, then here, switch with me. And Kaz lets
Move forward.
Ray get into a good spot to shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not. I don't think it's bad.
All right. Bill's gonna open the door for everyone.
Not right next to the door. I'm like behind you, probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
please,
wait,
please arrange yourselves how you want to be. Yeah.
Oh, this is a door. Okay, cool. I thought that this was just wall.
Okay,
I thought the door was
Mel
against
is
the
2 or
stairs.
3 steps up the stairwell, which is kind of where you have him, right?
Okay. Yes. Okie dokie. Well, a lot of things happen very quickly. Bill, you open the door. That didn't do what I want. Boom. And you receive 2 crossbow shots. And Redbeard, I'm gonna go ahead and let you make an attack as and then we'll roll initiative as these 2 thugs fire their crossbows at you.
Short bow.
Yeah.
Okay. Heavy crossbow. Boom. And one of them you have 3/4 cover. Okay, so the first one I've got a 20 to hit. The second one I've got a 16 to hit, but you have 3/4 cover from that. So I'm going to give you half cover from that, which gives you a +2 to AC.
+2 for only the second shot.
For only the second shot, correct.
Yeah. So the first hits, the second misses.
Okay.
Did I receive bardic inspiration recently?
Mhm.
You
Yes.
sure did.
Okay. Is a D6? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Only a D6.
Okay, so Bill, you take 6 piercing damage from the first hit, and the second one misses, and then need.
That was what you needed. Probably. I don't know. It needs to be a
Okay,
6.
so what did you get? Oh, total, Red.
I got a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. 16 hits. These are thugs in dark leather armor.
We got a
Or
5.
5. Okay. Okay. Everybody, are you on the board? Red and Beatrice, did you roll initiative?
Oh, I need initiative. Yeah.
Okay. I've got Cass, Mel, Bill. Okay, well, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
You stole my dice luck.
Whoops.
Okay. And bloop. Alrighty, and that brings us to initiative. And Bill, you now have the initiative.
And to no one's surprise, Bill rages.
Outrageous.
Yeah. Also, this part of the house actually is lit. Let me go grab some light. There are some candles and torches. God damn it. It's not well lit, but it is lit. Let me... Come on. Okay, I'm gonna say... Oop, okay, there are like 2 candles throughout the room that are casting a little bit of light on here. Okay, and Bill, you're up first.
So Bill, having been suddenly pierced by an unexpected crossbow bolt, flies into a very human but incredible rage. And he's going to run at the one directly to his west,
Okay.
who I believe was the one that hit him.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's going to give him a taste of the old hammer.
Okay.
Oh, 22.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
And that will hit for 11 points of bludgeoning.
Alrighty. Yeah, so you wildly rush in and swing and crash and smack this guy in like the upper shoulder, dealing quite a bit of damage. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
All right, that brings us to them. They are next. You've got 2 mace attacks coming at you. I've got a 9 and an 8. That ain't gonna do it. And then the other one reloads his heavy crossbow and fires it, and that's a 9. Good God. All right, well, all their luck is spent as they are, I guess, taken aback by the fury with which Bill races into the room.
You thought one would put me down?
I think this guy's going to move over here. Try and get a better angle. And Redbeard, you're up.
So
I also forgot to mention, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, don't mean to interrupt you, Redbeard, but there are a bunch of bodies. The floor is strewn with bodies, and you can not, in addition to the sound of fighting that you're hearing, Bill, as you get closer to these stairs, you can hear fighting up the wide staircase to the west. There are, so 2 iron chandeliers are hanging from the dark mahogany ceiling above a long dining room table, which is kind of here in the middle of the room. I'm going to do just this.
So what
to
you're
sort of
saying
show
is
you.
the bodies have hit the floor.
Yes. And there is blood and bodies kind of everywhere. Lining the wood-paneled walls are sort of tapestries and locked wooden cabinets with fine dishes and silverwares. And then above the fireplace is a mantelpiece that has a framed family portrait on it, with a lord and lady in finery and 3 young children and a dog. Okay, sorry, so that's all. Redbeard, go ahead.
So, that one just to the west there seems to be in melee with one of my compatriots.
Let's fix that.
So I'm gonna draw the short bow and take a shot at that guy. I won't get advantage or anything, but I will get sneak attack damage if I hit.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, that is a 10. I don't think that's going to quite do it.
That's probably not going to hit.
Can his bardic inspiration push him over the top?
Ooh, yeah.
He used it already, right?
I used it
Yeah,
already.
yeah,
It's not like bless. It's like a one-time use thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so unfortunately, as Bill is racing in, you're having trouble shooting over Bill's shoulder, and your arrow thunks into the stairs behind the guard, or behind the thug. Oh, I don't need these guys to have 2. Beatrice, you're up.
Yeah. Shooty. And some bees.
Okay.
Hopefully, and some bees.
She's chosen the bees.
Thank you for choosing Applebee's. Would you like apples or bees? Aw.
Oof.
Oh, no. Looks like apples.
You do still have your inspiration if you choose to use it. Not saying that you have to, but just reminding you that you didn't use it earlier because we rolled that.
Bees.
17 hits.
Bees.
Okay, and then roll longbow damage as well. Don't forget that you actually do.
Oh, yeah.
The arrow does damage too. In fact, the arrow does a lot of damage. Okay, let's see. That is 16. That is going to do it. So your arrow sinks in just after Bill sort of caves in this guy's chest. Your arrow, Red's arrow, over your shoulder misses, but your arrow flies true and catches this one in the throat as he tumbles backward onto the stairs to lay next to the other corpse that was already trying to crawl up the stairs when it died.
As the bees follow the arrow over Cass's shoulder, he freaks the fuck.
Yeah, I forgot the bees. Don't let me forget the bees. So the arrow takes it in the throat, and then the bees swarm over his face and sting him as he gurgles to death on the stairs.
The bees aren't going to hurt you guys.
I don't like bugs.
He says as the bees murk somebody.
Any movement
Gentle creatures.
Any movement from Beatrice.
I'll go into the room.
Okay. Like there?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right. Mel, you're up.
Okay, Mel now looks like the dead woman on the stairs, but Mel rushes into the room, and is there anybody still alive in this room besides us?
Yeah,
Yes.
He has pretty solid cover from where you're at, but you can just see the edge of this guy who is in the southern corner pointing a crossbow. But the way that this fireplace is, and I don't know how much this is gonna... Yeah, I'll just take that out. So through the fireplace, you can kind of see that guy. You don't really need this, do we? I'm gonna just take these walls
Mel's
off.
gonna rush into the room.
There we go.
And towards Bill, because she wants to say to Bill, do you know who these are? What are these people? And then if she sees that person, does she?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, they didn't make a stealth check. They attacked. So, yeah, they're just kind of standing in the corner.
Okay.
Getting a little cover
So
from
I'm
the
trying to
fireplace
figure
and
out how
trying
to
to
see the
pincer.
distance.
Distance from you to them is about 50 feet.
And
So
Bill will
she
use
says
his
to Bill, do you know who these are?
and Bill will use his reaction to respond. Dead.
So that means Bill doesn't recognize any of them.
Oh, I don't know.
We don't
but
really
he's
know what that
raging.
means.
Okay, seeing the guy down in the corner of the room, and she'd been, let's see, what is that? How far did you say
50,
it was?
50 feet, 50.
Oh, shoot. I was trying to look up and see if I had the range for Ray of... Yes, I do. So Ray of Frost. There you go. That's it.
Okay.
She turns around and hurls that ice cream cone across the room, pointing
Okay.
at the guy in the corner, hits him, and does 1 cold damage.
Oof. All right. It does 1 cold damage, and his movement speed is reduced by 10 for the next round. Oop. So he is a freezy boy. As the ice cream gives him a brain freeze, and he cannot move as far as he would like. Okay, so that is Mel. Any more movement from Mel?
No, that she only has like 5 more feet.
All
or
right,
something.
Cass, you're up.
Cass runs into the room and books it for like he wants to kind of duck under the dining table here, and as he kind of slides, he does like a combat slide, like on his knees power slide. And as he's doing that, he looks over at Bill and says, "Rub some dirt in it. You're fine." And cast healing word to help him get that health back. So that is 7 hit points.
Okay. I will help him with that since he has vanished somewhere. I don't think. Hang on.
Ghosting in the background.
Okay. There we go. He's back at full. Okay. Anything else?
Can I use my action to like take pretty much just take the dodge action, I guess?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or would the table count as like cover?
I mean, the table counts as cover, but you can also take the dodge action.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you'll have to be. I will say you'll have to consider yourself prone to be crouched down that far. So because you're at least on your like hands and knees under, to be under the table, but you can get cover and dodge from that. So
yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, Bill, you're up. Also, Bill, you've been healing words did for 8 HP, which I gave you back, so you should be back at full now.
Thanks, buddy. Oh no, he wouldn't do that. He would say, "Ah!" And with that, Bill is going to dash. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
It's
35.
50 feet.
40. All right, he's going to corner this guy in the corner.
Okay.
Very menacingly.
Okay. You don't have an attack. That brings us to his turn. He is going to make 2 mace attacks as he drops his heavy crossbow. I've got a 16.
Nope.
And a 9.
Definitely not.
Okay, and he doesn't have an action left to try to go through the door, so that brings us to Redbeard.
Okay. Beatrice, if you could move me to the square that is like this one right here, like right in the middle of everybody.
This one or that one?
That one. I'm going to go to right there, and I am going to turn and take a shot at the guy who is fighting Bill.
Okay.
Okay. And that is...
We've got a 13 to hit this time.
Okay. 13 actually hits. This guy only has an 11 AC.
Hey!
Woo! Fantastic.
Sneak attack damage. So 10 piercing from the bow, and then 6 more from the sneak attack. Oof.
Okay.
16 damage.
All right. Yeah, that's a pretty solid hit. He's still kicking, but Beatrice. Whoops, I went too far.
That level 3 power bump is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Beatrice, you're up. Will the bees kill again? 11 is exactly what you needed to hit.
And more bee.
And you should roll your longbow damage. I know you're excited about the bees. So 15.
Ooh. Woo!
The bees have done it. The bees have killed again.
Yes, killer bees.
These are backing it
They're
up.
getting a taste for human flesh.
The bees are back.
No.
The bees are back.
And they're deadlier than ever.
Yeah. All right. So describe to me what it looks like when these bees killed this man.
Let's say that it's a bit overkill because the arrow probably went into his eye, and then the bees just they follow the shot. They go straight in the eye socket and just
Bees in
pour
the
out of
brain.
his ears and mouth. And
Oh God. Body.
Bill
This
throws
this
up.
episode is high.
They're
Is
digging bees, apparently. They just burrow through this guy's head.
yeah. This episode needs a trigger warning for body horror. We didn't know that when we started, but apparently it does. So I'll be putting that on the YouTube description just as a heads up. Okay. So you guys are out of initiative. You have killed all of the guards in this room and find yourself in this room full of also dead corpses. In this
Okay.
room, sorry, I need to describe these people. These are, you find the bodies of 8 guards wearing bloody and tattered livery of it looks like a black dog on a yellow background over their chain shirts. And then there are also 2 other dead individuals wearing similar armor to the ones that you guys just killed. All are human. And then Mel was trying to say something. Go ahead.
Well, Mel was looking at the bodies and then looking at the portrait to see if the bodies were the people in the portrait, but obviously not.
No, they're not the people in the portrait, although you can see at the bottom of the portrait there is like a house crest, and it's the same thing that's on the guards'
So these are the guards. These are the guards of the manor that have fallen here.
Let's follow the sound.
Okay, are there any one of these guards that their face is still pretty much intact?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay, so Mel is whipping her skirt off back around her shoulder like a cape, and she's jiggling and turning in place, and she's gonna adopt the face of whichever one of those things she can look like. And if there's any piece of that equipment that would easily come off, he's gonna grab it. A shoulder pad or anything.
Yeah, I mean, they would all have armor. It would take you a second to get it on or off of a dead corpse. But
no, that's
sure.
why I was kind of saying something easy, like a gauntlet or a glove or just something.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay, that's what he does then.
Okay.
Redbeard would like to examine one or both of the thugs to see if I can determine any faction affiliations they may have.
Yeah, sure. Make
Cass
an
wants to look for the
investigation check.
tattoos.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. One of
No.
you can either make 2 investigation checks or 1 with advantage.
I'd say Red make 1 with advantage because Cass is not good at investigating.
Yeah, my investigation is pretty high.
20.
So
Okay.
with advantage, I've got a dirty 20.
Yes, all 4 of the dead people in the black armor have winged Zentarum tattoos.
So these are Zents that did this. Okay. Interesting. All right.
Let's follow the sounds of combat.
So yeah, it sounds like there's more combat going on up the stairs to the west.
Yes, correct.
Let's head that direction.
So
Okay.
Mel says to Gray, there's Zentaran.
It seems like these people were attacked by Zentarum.
Mel
They're trying to
drops
get
the
the
gauntlet
stone.
and turns back and just turns back into the street urchin in the armor. Mel's having a good time changing people. This is the most changing he's ever done.
The stone and got a hold of it, and the Zents figured that out and came here to find it.
Okay. So you guys are headed up the stairs. What's your marching order?
Well, Beatrice is not going first.
Bill's going
Let's
first.
get that right.
Mel's towards the back because Mel is busily dropping and changing and probably getting a little muddy in the process.
Cass is right behind Bill.
Okay, B will be right behind Cass.
I'll get right behind Beatrice.
I'm with Beatrice. Can I squeeze in there between Red? No, I'll be behind Red. I'm behind Red.
Okay.
So I'm the very last.
I mean, the stairs are wide enough for 2 people to go side by side.
Okay.
If you guys,
Then I'm
you know,
with
you don't have to
Beatrice.
single file up these things. It's
Whatever
a
it
wide,
takes.
rich person staircase.
That's true. You gotta hold your pinky up as you go up the stairs, you guys.
Walking.
Is there any when we were in the dining room? Was there any fancy silverware, like nice forks or anything?
I mean, yes.
Bill
So
kinda-
lining so there's fine dishes and silverware and candlesticks and stuff in the
Cat-
cabinet and stuff.
Cass is getting candelabras and forks and shit, and he's spooning it into a bag as they're checking the bodies, and then he runs up and stairs.
Not the time.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then you guys are. So is this the marching order? You're going up the stairs, single file like this?
Seems
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys, sorry. Whoop. Okay, so you come up the stairs and you find an absolute charnel house horror awaiting you. Can I get rid of just this one wall? Bloop. Yeah, excellent, love it. All right. So,
Oh, we're all the way up at the top now.
yeah. So go back up to the top, and you should be able to see you're in this tiny. So there are what is this? G13. Stand by. There's a lot happening in this elegant sort of upper foyer. Okay, so first of all, geographically, there's a door to the north, a door to the south, and a door to the east. You can see that there are some remaining guards in Gralhund livery who are holding the door, and four guards holding the door as 3 thugs try and battle their way in. you can see that there are 6 guards and 2 Zentarum corpses strewn about the bloody floor, obviously as this fight is in progress. I am going to need you guys to roll initiative. I don't know how you are going to get involved in this, or if you do whatever, it's up to you. But because it is an active combat, we are going to need you guys to roll initiative. So, all right, we'll just...
I think mine didn't make it in the order.
Okay, I'll get you guys. It's fine. And these guys... Okay. Let's see. Mel needs a turn added. Bloop. Okay, I've got Cass, I've got Bill. I need to add Beatrice. Redbeard. Okay, Mel's initiative was a 4. Beatrice was a 12, and Redbeard was a 14.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so, Cass... You have the first initiative here.
Yeah, Cass gets up here and he realizes he sees all this mess happening, and even though Cass doesn't like rich people, he's in their house and he doesn't want them to try to kill him. So he's like, "Oh,
sorry." Yeah, so a couple of other things happen. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. The floor is strewn with body. There is a door slightly ajar behind one of these guards. And you can, Cass, I think you can barely see from your angle.
I can kind of see somebody's in
There
it.
is a finely dressed woman in there. But over her finery, she's wearing a chain shirt and brandishing a rapier. And she shouts, "The city watch is on the way." And also to the south, you can hear the sounds over the din of someone trying to kick in a door, but it is coming from behind this other door, which is slightly ajar. So,
yeah, Cass gets up and he spends like a quarter of a second thinking it over on he's okay, I know what I'm doing. Home invasions are illegal, and he casts Thunderwave at a second level, just in this square here.
okay, so Thunderwave, let's draw that shape out.
It's a 15-foot cube.
Okay, so a 15-foot cube is this area right here, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be, what, a Constitution save on my part from these 3 guys?
Yep.
Okay, I've got a 10, and an 11. Also,
They all fail, and they all take.
you are going to blow this door open to reveal another individual attempting to kick in another door to the south.
Yeah, they
As
all
that
take.
door is just splintered. You just shatter the door, and the whole wall cracks a little bit from the force of this. As this
Sorry about the
door-
property damage. That's 13 thunder damage to all these thugs.
There's so much going on here. Okay,
three
and
guys
they're
with
pushed
guns.
around too, aren't they?
They would all get pushed 10 feet away from. I guess it's 10 feet and 10 feet away from me, so they're already stacked against each other, so they can't really move. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think they do go anywhere. But yeah, so they get blown around. Tell you what, we'll say because they can't go anywhere, I will knock them prone.
Hell yeah.
I'm not sure that I'm going to do that every time, but as a rule in this scenario, I'm going to rule that because they can't go anywhere, they are knocked prone and blown off their feet.
Cool.
Okay.
If they're prone, they can't get attacks of opportunity on me, right?
I'm not sure that that's how that works. Let's look up attacks of opportunity.
And I'll look up prone.
I think you can still take reactions if you're prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably not worth it.
Okay, prone. Movement is a crawl unless it stands up. Has disadvantage on attack rolls. Attack rolls have advantage if you're within 5 feet. Otherwise, you have disadvantage. Yeah, so they can still take attacks of opportunity, but they will do so with disadvantage.
That's worth it. Kaz is going to try and like jump over here and like run through these bodies and try and get into this room.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to take one attack of opportunity at this route.
I don't know that there's really any way to go diagonally through that door the way you want without provoking attack of
Yeah.
opportunity. So you'll take 2 with disadvantage. So let's see. That's a 22 to hit with disadvantage. Jesus.
What?
And a 14 to hit with disadvantage.
All right. Well,
All right,
the 22
Kaz.
hits.
Okay, so the 22, you take 7 bludgeoning damages. One of these guys, getting up onto his knees, lashes out with his mace and cracks you in the knee as you're running by.
Oh my fucking shit. He just keeps running past. And how much damage did you say?
7 points of damage.
7. Okay. Sorry if that was too loud. I might have clipped the mic a little bit.
That's fine. It happens.
And he runs in here to
Okay.
get into this guy. Actually, if he can, Kaz is going to move again and take another. No, he's not. Yeah, Kaz is going to take one more step because that was 25 feet to get behind this doorway, so
Okay.
that he'll take another attack of opportunity. Yeah, because the
Okay.
wall's going to be separating.
Yeah, so you can see what you're in now. You can see is a bathroom. There is a bathtub over here in the corner with the curtain drawn back. And you can see that there is a man trying to kick in this door. The man, his face is badly burned.
You
And-
got something of mine.
And he is trying to kick in the door, and the door is beginning to splinter. So
Yeah.
Um,
Kaz can't do anything else, so that's his whole. Yeah. So that's my turn.
okay. Alrighty, and Go
Oh,
ahead.
wait, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, that brings us to the guards who are remaining. They are going to take their attacks with advantage. Oh god, this is 6 longsword attacks and a heavy crossbow attack. Jesus. Okay, and I think seeing these guys go down, they're going to two-hand these longsword attacks. And they each get 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, I've got a 20, a 21, a 22, a 13. A 13 hits. Every single one of these things hits. Good God. All right, so each one of these guys is just going to attack the one in front of him. So the first 2 are going against the first guy. That is 17 points of damage. Holy shit. The next one is let's see.
Banana.
That was 17. Okay, this one, that is 9 plus 6 is another 17. Okay. And then the last 2, 5 plus 11 is 16. Whew, these guys just begin cutting it. None of them are dead, but they begin just hacking into these men. And then the last one is going to take a heavy crossbow shot. It will be with disadvantage because they are prone. That is only a 14, but a 14 still hits. He gets this northernmost one for 5 damage, killing him. Okay, wow, the tide of that battle turned real damn quick. Okay, Redbeard, you're up. Oh, also the guards seeing, so the guard in the back seeing you guys rush in and do all this says, "Lady, there are more intruders, but they're attacking the other intruders. What should we do?" But you don't hear her respond. Redbeard, you're up.
There are more intruders attacking the other intruders. That's what he says.
I mean, what else? Yeah.
Okay.
They don't recognize any of you guys. You're not the city watch, as far as he knows. So
he's talking about us. He's talking about us. Okay.
yes,
gotcha.
you're the you guys just rolled up in here and started blasting, and he's like, "Oh well, like thanks for the help, I guess, but also who the fuck are you?" And he saw his duty to let the lady of the house know what the fuck was going on.
I'm going to walk to the top of the stairs. They're kind of between Beatrice and Bill in front of that door to the north. And I'm just watching all of this happen. I'm very confused at this point. I don't really know which way to jump. So I'm just going to marvel at the overall situation. I'm going right here.
These guys got the stone! Cass yells out as he's taking this guy down.
Okay.
If Cass is gonna holler at me about the guy that he thinks has the stone, I will go ahead and take a shot at that guy directly to the south of me.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So short bow ho.
Bo ho, bo ho.
Not so great.
Not
Did not do so great.
Rip. Okay. Bill, you're up.
All right. So Bill hears Cass, and he is going to skirt around the edge through the effluence of all these dead bodies, and he's going to come in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 30 feet. And Bill's gonna give the old man masher a try on this dude, the burned man.
Okay. Yeah, 23 hits.
23 to hit. That's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Let's
Roll him
see.
2 for the rage, or he doesn't?
Bill is not raging.
Oh,
He
okay.
does not have that.
For
Okay.
once. Surprise.
Interesting. Okay, so that is 12 points of damage. All right. Okay. Beatrice, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot at one of the thugs.
Okay.
Not the dead one, but the one directly south of that one.
Okay. You will have disadvantage on the ones that are prone. So when somebody's prone, you have advantage if you're making melee attacks against them within 5 feet. You have disadvantage if you are making ranged attacks. That is one of the quirks of proneness in 5th edition. Not to say you shouldn't do that. You may still well hit them, but just to give you a heads up.
In that case, I'm just gonna go directly in front of him, and I'm gonna swing my short sword at him because I have those.
Okay.
Babowski.
12 hits. Oh, you have advantage. 20 hits.
Should I use bees? Probably.
I mean, it's free damage. Why not, right?
This is my most effective thunder wave ever.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
It was
really
beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, so 9. I do 9.
Okay.
Bees.
How did the bees kill this one?
Oh my god!
This is terrifying.
They've killed nearly everything you fought in this entire place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Bill,
a swath of destruction.
I will say, Bill has not killed a single thing.
I am kill stealing.
Beatrice with the assist. Beatrice with the assist.
All right. How do they kill this one?
Jesus Christ.
We're not gonna go too crazy with
The bees are OP, yeah.
because there's probably a woman with like a delicate constitutions on the other side of that door who's watching this whole thing. So we're not gonna have the bees swarm into like the
face holes.
into their face holes.
Okay. So
But, like,
it just stings them a lot. Okay. Fair
it's
enough.
just
Okay. The only remaining thug is going to get up from prone. Is gonna move over here in between Beatrice and Bill and attack Bill from behind. So that is gonna be 2 melee attacks. I've got a 9 and a 16. Do I still have Bill?
Yes, sorry. Repeat that one more time.
You had 2 attacks come at you, a 9 and a 16.
Both miss.
Okay. And he says, hey, boss, I think we better get out of here. And he attempts to, so that was 15, 20, 25, 30. He starts to make a run for it. And that brings us to boss.
Would Bill get an attack of opportunity on him?
Sure, if you'd like to take one.
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Okay, go for it.
I don't know if Cass would from the diagonal of the door.
Yeah, he wouldn't. I don't think through the door, no.
Yeah, no worries.
I'd like to burn my chat inspiration.
11 hits, doesn't it?
11
wait,
hits.
does?
Yeah, 11 hits.
Oh, it does. Then I'm keeping my inspiration.
Okay.
That is 14 points of bludgeoning
Yeah,
damage.
that's going to do him in. So he tries to run past you.
I think we should get out of here.
and Dies.
Oh, you're leaving.
Okay. And, yeah, so this guy sees what's happened. He makes 2 short sword attacks against Bill.
Foolish.
I've got a 17
Does not hit.
and an 11. How the fuck is your armor class so high?
Unarmored defense, baby.
Jeez. Plus, do you have a shield on top of that? Does that stack?
No, I'm not using
Dex
my
and
shield
con.
right now. He does have a shield, but
Jesus.
he's not using it.
That makes no sense, but okay.
So I get +4 from my Constitution and +4 from my Dex mod,
Jesus
which are
Christ.
both +4s, and they both
That's-
contribute to my AC.
That's
for
fucking
unarmored
broken,
defense.
dude.
It's
Absolutely
disgusting.
broken. Yeah, I should have thought that through better before I allowed that. Okay, well, he misses. Mel, you're up.
Okay, Mel is down the stairway a bit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Mel rushes up behind Redbeard, Gray, and she's looking straight ahead at Bill and the guy. Did she hear what Cass yelled?
Sure.
Okay, so and that guy, he's not dead, right? And he's still trying to get away from Bill. Is that what we're seeing here?
Well, yeah, I mean, that guy is trapped in that room, so I assume he's trying to cut Bill down to get through the door, but
Okay.
he has not been very successful in that endeavor so far.
Okay.
Bill is
Seeing
ducking
that
and weaving.
and not paying attention to the guards, they're not in her peripheral vision very well. Mel reaches into her pocket underneath her shirt, rips out what is actually just a ball, just a small ball, and she launches that ball and directly straight at the guy. And what she is actually attempting to do is use a spell that she has called Catapult.
Okay.
And Catapult says that it flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction that you choose. I'm throwing it directly south before falling to the ground. Oh, no, wait a minute. Stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. She can't pick to avoid.
No, she would hit Redbeard with that, yeah.
Okay, never mind. It was a great idea, but yeah, I just realized it's one of those things. Okay, then given that, and she's seeing what's happening with the guy, and she heard what they said, she is gonna launch the ray of frost at him then, because I think she can do that, and I think he is within 60 feet. I think
Yeah,
I already
that'll work.
measured that. Okay, so another ice cream cone heads for the guy,
Okay.
trying to slow him down or get him so Bill
Let
will
her
have
rip.
time to search him for the thing. Dirty 21 to hit. And
Okay.
he does 7 more cold damage.
Okay.
And then, still having some movement, Mel wants to duck into the doorway behind her if the door is open.
It will take an action to open the door, so you cannot do that.
Okay. The door is closed. All right. She turns around and sees the door.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you know what? No. She ducks back downstairs.
Okay. How far? Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and that brings us to Cass.
Mike's being weird. Can I try and intimidate this man as a free action?
I suppose if you want.
Yeah.
He's going to be very hard to intimidate.
I
Because
assume.
he is a hardened assassin.
Yeah,
So-
I figure. I don't expect this to work, but goddamn, Cass is
Okay.
gonna try.
Sure, go for it.
He's, give me the stone, and he's got his rapier at the ready. And that's gonna be intimidation check. 25.
He says, "I don't have the fucking stone, you dumb motherfucker."
All right. Well, that's all you had to say. And he casts heat metal on. Does he have what? Does this guy have armor on?
No, he is wearing leather armor.
Cool. Then he casts heat metal on his sword,
Okay.
which means he has to make a Constitution save, and also he takes just 3 fire damage.
Okay. He fails his con save.
He drops his sword.
Okay. All right.
And then Cass looks over at Bill. He's like, "Did I already inspire you? Like, do you still have that? Are you still inspired by me?
Oh, I got this.
Okay, you got this." And he pokes his head around the corner and looks at Beatrice and says, "You got this." And gives Beatrice bardic inspiration.
Okay. It is now the other guy's turn. This guy goes into the room and shuts the door behind himself. Oh, damn it. Okay, so the one in the back goes, and he says to the others, he says, "Hold the stairs!" And they advance up on the rest of you. And they say, "Who are you? State your business." But they don't attack. They just have their swords readied. And Redbeard, it's your turn.
Okay.
What's the name of the magic rock?
The Stone of Golorr.
So more people came up the stairs behind us?
No.
No. These soldiers who were
Guards.
originally fighting the thugs have advanced on you guys. They haven't attacked, so they're basically standing over the bodies of the thugs that got killed, right? And they have advanced up on you guys, but they have not attacked. So they're just sort of like advanced, swords and shields out, kind of not sure what to do exactly yet.
I'm going to say we are a special investigation team sent by Forrest Gray to track the whereabouts of a rogue automaton that was spotted in this part of the city. What do you know about its whereabouts?
They say, well, they don't really have a time to converse with you. We're in the middle of combat, so they will answer the next chance they get on their turn. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Is there still another bogey up somewhere?
Yeah, the dude that Cass and Bill are fighting is still...
I'm going to shoot that guy.
Okay, go for it.
All
Like,
right.
as I'm talking to the guards. Like, shooting and having this conversation.
Okay.
We've got a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Did it go?
I don't think it did.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay. And you'll get sneak attack because of your friends.
So 14 altogether.
Okay. Okay. Bill, you're up.
All right. Bill's gonna do a little body work on this guy since he doesn't have the stone. He's gonna drop his hammer, square up, and give him a couple of rib shots.
Okay.
All right, that's a nat 20
Jeez.
on the first attack.
Okay.
He splinters the whole ass rib cage.
And that is a 14 for the
14
second.
misses.
I will use my chatspiration this time. Or is that...
I
You have
gotta
bardic
say, I do.
inspiration.
Oh, I do have bardic.
inspiration. I will say, I think inspiration. You need to tell me if you're gonna use it
announce it.
before I tell you whether you hit or miss. So you would need to do it when you see the 14, but before I tell you if it hits. Just as a general
Gotcha.
rule. But the bardic inspiration, I think you can. Actually, I think you need to do it the same way. But a 15 does hit. So.
Okay, so what would you like? Would you like the second one to miss or not?
No, go ahead and roll it. It's fine.
Okay, so two attacks. One of them is a crit. The crit is 12 points of bludgeoning, or excuse me,
Okay.
just 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
and the other is 7. So that
Okay.
is 17. I broke a few ribs.
No, you killed him. You splintered a rib into
Oh,
his heart and
okay.
he died and blood spills out of his mouth.
Ribs? What ribs? There,
You broke his life.
Yeah.
you mean that pile of dust that used to be his ribs?
Did we just kill a major antagonist of you?
No.
Okay, good. I was about to say I don't want to do that to you. That's
No, it's fine. Okay. Well, I guess you're out of initiative. These guards are looking at you like, so they
Okay.
respond to Redbeard and they say, "How does Force Grey know what's going on here? We've never seen or heard of a Stone of Golorr. What the fuck are you talking about?"
Before
I didn't
Redbeard-
say anything about the Stone of... Actually,
Oh.
I'll say this in character. I didn't say anything about a Stone
No,
of...
no, I'm sorry. He would respond to what you said. So what did you originally say?
What I said to him is that we were tracking a rogue automaton that was spotted in this part of the city and was seen coming to this house.
before,
Okay.
Kaz is digging into this guy's pockets.
can I do something immediate?
Yeah, Mel,
can
go
Mel
ahead.
do something? Mel, who had walked back down the stairway, has been twisting like mad down the stairway. And as soon as she hears what Redbeard says, she transforms herself into that woman who's the head of Force Grey that they all went to talk to.
Vajra Blackstaff.
Yes. And she comes up the stairs trying to be, trying to be as authoritarian as she can. And she says, "Thank you, Grey. I'll take it from here. We have our ways of knowing what's going on. Where is your mistress?"
Mistress, some fancy lady says she's here to see you. From Force Grey or something. And you hear a voice from beyond the door say, "Go for the guards," as this door opens.
Does Cass find anything on?
Bill will help Cass.
Do I need to roll like an investigation?
He has a dagger. He has some spent bottles of poison. He does not have any money or the Stone of Golorr. Or anything that looks like it could be. He has assassin's tools, basically, and that's it.
Check the bathtub.
And one of these guards starts to make a move as if he's going to go down the stairs. Does anybody stop him?
No.
Just a moment, please.
I don't take orders from you,
What?
lady.
What is going on here? We heard the commotion.
Unless you physically stop him, he's headed down the stairs.
She looks at Red.
You said you had it from here. I was...
Okay. He makes it down the stairs. The other ones now back up on the door and say, I think that they just sort of like hold their swords out. And I suppose the lady of the house finally makes her appearance. She comes sort of to the doorway. She's standing behind the guards. And she says, "We were attacked. Taken hostage by Zentarum thugs. I suppose it's lucky you've arrived. We feared our guards would fail. They
I'm
made it all the
gonna-
way to my door."
I'm gonna step forward so that I'm directly to the west of the guard that is directly to the west of her. And I'm gonna say, what interest would the Zentarum have in this place?
They're thugs. We're rich. They wanted to hold us hostage, take our money.
I don't think it's quite that simple.
I
Is there
don't
anything-
care what you think. You are in my house. You have broken in here. Thank you for your help. But you don't get to run the rules of this engagement or question what I'm saying. I'm a noble, you street rat.
So, Here's the thing.
We could have you all clapped in irons for this.
Okay.
For saving your bacon?
So
Breaking into my house. How do I know you people are who you say you are?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Do we have like badges or anything?
No, we don't have badges.
I feel like we should have gotten badges.
My sources indicated a number of things to me about this property in the days leading up to this encounter. I know that one or more of the people that was involved in the commotion over on Trollskull Alley a day or two ago was seen coming in or out of this building. So I've tracked some of the people from that incident to this location, and word has it that the whole reason that business took place in the first place was due to some folks vying for an artifact called the Stone of Golorr, which I believe I may have also tracked to this location. Now, I'm not here to cause problems or get in your business. I really am just interested in the truth of what is going on.
Well, I told you we were taken hostage. I don't know anything about a stone or automatons or whatever you're talking about.
I would like to throw an insight check.
Okay. You can't really tell. She seems like not giving you any tell. She may be telling the truth. Very composed, but she's... You get the sense this lady is a real piece of work. I'll give you that with an 11. Like, she could be lying, she could be telling the truth, but like, you certainly don't get any tells that would give you that.
But I want to try as well.
Okay.
While this is happening,
Nope.
Bill would like to try and open the door that was getting kicked in by the guy he murdered with his hands.
It is like, you can tell that like stuff has been piled up on the other. It's not locked. It's like there's furniture piled up on the other side of the door.
All right. Well, looks like we've got a tense diplomatic situation here. Considering, obviously the esteemed lady and her retinue of honorable guards have had a rough day. Been a stressful experience for all of them. We would just like to talk. We're just here to help.
She says, very well. If you would like to talk, speak to me with the respect I deserve as a noble of this city, and I will hear you out.
And Cass run through all of his like prior like having to suck up to nobles and bigwigs and blue bloods, and like try and blend in with the culture, and just like,
very well, my lady. We, as stated by my gruff companion here, are representatives of Force Grey. We were investigating the bombing from Trollskull Manor, which involved the automaton, when we had the tip that a burned man, likely involved in the bombing, came in. That man trying to kick through that door matches the Burns. Do you know him? He came in here yesterday from our sources.
She sighs and says, we've been held hostage for days here. I don't know what made them turn on us the way they did. I guess they figured they wouldn't get everything they wanted out of us. They started killing the guards and the staff. I don't know anything about the bombing.
The trauma you and your household have been through must be immeasurable. And I don't want to push you, so if I'm going too far, please just let me know, madam. Did you hear them saying anything about another house or future plans or what they would do with the money once they got it? Anything out of the ordinary? Madam.
She says there have been reports of strange creatures around these parts. Maybe it could be this automaton you're looking for. Showed up not too long before these animals came into our home and... I'm sorry. Maybe it was a spy, I don't know.
Possibly. Also, your watchmen and their dogs, were they in the house when the murderings happened? We noticed there were spectral guardsmen outside. Or were those plants from your captors?
Make an insight check for me.
Insight check. Coming right up. That's a 19, baby.
When you mention the gardener, you see her very carefully crafted facade sort of slip for a second before she gets it back up and says, I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I would have thought at this time of night you'd be in the servants' quarters.
Well, can you describe him to me?
Oh, medium build, brown hair, wears a robe, smells like dog.
Glowing red eyes, see-through skin.
Well, thank you very much for your assistance. And that crack in the facade, was that just like, I think that she's lying, or is that just that she has some emotional connection to the gardener that is a bit more than professional?
So,
She knows her grounds are being patrolled by ghosts.
yeah, she's trying to conceal something, and that the comment about the gardener sort of took her off kilter.
Got it. Well,
It's like you were touching on a subject she didn't want you to push too hard on.
well, is there anything else you have the thought, or maybe any of your guardsmen, if they'd be willing to speak?
She says,
And Cass kind of darts his eyes to whoever this figure in the back of the room is.
yeah, you recognize that guy. Actually, Cass. You see this burly half-orc with a split lip is sort of pacing back and forth behind her, looking menacing.
This is the guy that fucking Bill
This
broke
is
his
the guy
face.
that Bill broke his face in the very first episode, yes.
So Bill has rejoined the group in the room. Does he also see this?
I mean, you're all
Individual.
bunched up around this door. I guess it's hard to make out for sure, probably from your vantage point, because like you're all, I don't know, crowded up. But
Well, and Kaz like darts his eyes over at Bill for a second. And Kaz is in like like his standard, like he has the same build and like hairstyle and everything, but he has like human skin tones and like regular hair and stuff. He doesn't look like a changeling right now.
right, obviously.
Well, My lady, if it would be okay with you, we would like to continue to search your grounds at least until the city guard shows up. They can take lead from there.
She says, I'm sorry, but that would not be all right with me. I appreciate your assistance, but I would prefer it if you all would leave and leave us to take care of our fallen and regroup.
Understandable. Is the lord of the house around?
Yes, I believe he barricaded himself in that room over there. She gestures sort of towards the room that the other guy was trying to kick in the door.
Oh. You
Well-
think we could try and talk to him real quick?
Allow us to help him out, maybe.
I think that door might be jammed. We might want to.
Peacefully, hold on, let me. And Cass walks over and kind of knocks on the door and is Lord Orund, I believe. Lord Gralhund. The coast is clear. We've taken care of the assassins and the captors.
I don't recognize your voice. Who are you?
My name is. Hold on, I'm looking through my list of names here. Prince. I'm with the city guard.
Kind of adjacent.
I'm with Force Gray. We here to help. Your guardsman, your wife is right here as well. They can vouch for us.
He he sort of shouts out to the hallway past you, kind of, and he says, let's see. Hang on one second.
It's everything I can do to keep Bill from raging if he sees that guy.
Mill's knees are knocking
He says,
together.
Shepley, Nils, are they telling the truth? And one of the other guards says, they appear to be peaceful, sir. And he, you hear the sounds of like furniture moving and what have you. And Lady Gralhund says, please leave. You're intruding on our
My lady, I must
stress
express
and
my
grief.
concern. The guards weren't able to get here in time to keep you from being hostage in your own home. And they seem to be in tandem with the few guards that you have left, the only thing keeping them back. And these probably won't be the last of them, especially since so many of them are dead. They'll want retribution.
She says, listen, we'd like to get to work dealing with this mess. And you're badgering us with questions, intruding on our issues. Listen, I don't know you. I don't know who any of you are. You've come into my house uninvited. I appreciate your help. But you have to understand, I just don't know what to make of all this.
Redbeard is going to cast message, and he is going to tell Cass to activate the tracking device to see if the automaton is near here.
Yeah, Kaz reaches into his coat and flicks the little lever on it.
Okay.
Is there any noise or like he kind of like looks at it in his coat? Almost like he's checking a pocket watch. He tries to like feign that he's like.
Yeah, so the nimble right detector. Let's see. Within 500 feet. Okay, so you actually feel the Nimblewright detector, what is it? So it begins to whir to life for just a brief second, and then it stops, almost as if whatever you were attempting to detect was within the radius of this thing, and then stopped being within the radius of it.
You just missed it. Does message allow a response, or is it just
It does.
Yes, it does allow a response.
It just left.
All right, well, I think we've wasted enough of your time. You've obviously got some cleaning up to do. I apologize for the intrusion. We just have to leave no stone unturned. All right, everybody, let's leave. And Redbeard is going to begin to leave the dwelling.
Yes, have a good day. Goodbye. Yes.
We're glad you're safe, my lady. And then she'll curtsy as best she can. And
If you meet the guard outside, we will tell them exactly where you are, and I'm sure they will help you secure this place and take care of this carnage.
Okay.
An associate may be by to ask you how you feel about our service.
And check on your car warranty.
a free
Okay.
survey.
I'm booking it down the stairs if we can. And I
Okay.
would probably say something like, let's just check things on the way out. Be sure these people are secure, and start to act like I'm just like discussing what we should do as we leave.
Cass kind of leans in close and is like, we need to hurry. That automaton is nearby, but it just left the radius.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so you guys make your way out, and I know it is a couple of minutes early, but I think as you make your way out of Trollskull Manor,
No.
I'm sorry, out of Gralhund Villa.
Gralhund
Sorry,
Manor.
as you make your way out of Gralhund Villa, I think you see the guards arrive and begin to sort of swarm over the place as you're making your way off into the night to maybe look for a Nimblewright, and I think that is where we are going to end the session for today, folks. So yeah, we will pick up next time with what you guys do with the fallout of that business. And we will kind of take it from there. So thanks everybody for hanging out today. Another happy birthday to Skull for
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
sorry that you had to miss tonight, but happy birthday, my friend. And yeah, so as usual, we're going to go around one last time to sort of introduce ourselves. So Jacob.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jacob. I play Cassius and Weir, the changeling bard of the group. I don't got anything to plug. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you stuck around the whole time. And I'll hopefully see you next week.
Excellent. And Redbeard.
Hello, everyone. My name is Redbeard the Pink, Wizard of the East. I'm playing Redbeard the Gray, the human rogue of the bunch. And yeah, I'm on Facebook, TikTok, etc., and so forth. I'm having a great time, and I'd like to thank everyone for being here.
Excellent. And Trish?
I'm Trish. I'm playing Mel, the young male changeling who is apparently just learning how to change from one person to the other and having a fantastic time, except for the part about being absolutely terrified every minute.
Excellent. And Beast?
I'm Beast. I play Bill, and I killed a man with my bare hands today.
Fair
Come
enough.
back
Cass
next week.
still has no kills.
All right. And Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley Comet. I play Beatrice. I have a TikTok, and I killed a lot of people with bees.
Mhm.
So many.
So many.
Absolute rampage of bees. And I am Pixel, your GM for the evening, your dead thugs and bitchy noble women extraordinaire. And I stream games on Facebook at facebook.com/hammerandpixel, where you can find me most days of the week talking about literary analysis and philosophy and economics and crap. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the session. We will see you guys next week. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And that is going to be all for us for today. So catch you later, everybody. Bye. Let me tell a tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by self
Irishman, a tale of glory rent asunder, sacrifice